Okay, fucking deal with it.
I like how that's how the recording starts.
The recording will actually open. Fucking deal with it.
Yeah, we're just going fucking deal with it.
You can just end it now. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome back. Session 3 of Arc 1, which I now can tell you has this entire time been entitled Corruption in the Waters. But obviously, you couldn't know that until you'd worked out the corruption was in the water. But there you go. Session 3, Session 4. Sorry, I lied. This is not Session 3. This is Session 4 of.
It is. My notes say so as well.
It is Session 4. Session 4 of Arc 1 of Not Yet Got a Cool Name, Grow Old.
How dare you? Grow Old is a cool name.
Grow Old is not okay. Come on, Niimi. I'd like to point out the other game we play in is called Wicked Hearts and Greedy Souls. So like,
yeah,
I gotta get on Mikawai's level. So we don't have a cool name yet. We'll get one when I think of one that isn't weirdly spoilery. Because I've thought of like 6, but also they're weirdly spoilery, so I can't give you them.
I still think we should go for Scooby-Doo Gang in brackets. Don't delete dogs.
I will delete dogs. Definitely.
Don't. I literally I ask you to in the title of the game, Aleks.
Yeah, watch me just
stop.
do
Pay
it.
attention to your players.
Watch me do it anyway. So last session, you guys, our wonderful little gang of Kitto, Cacula, Nerin, and Hathor, managed to try and work out what the hell was going on. And managed to work out that actually, you know what, is a really sensible idea, taking multiple samples of a thing when you don't know which thing it is that is, you know, infected. Perhaps you should take samples of multiple things, but you didn't. So you just got dragged by NPCs for it, which was just me being frustrated because I couldn't actually progress the plot line because you didn't take samples of the guy the right well, which is fine. So after that, you managed to interact with some NPCs. You split up a bit. Hathor and Kitto went to the schools and met up, worked out that there are Warforged in this reality, although they technically wouldn't be called Warforged because there wasn't a war to forge them. Constructs. There are constructs in this reality. You met one called Longthorn. You also met up with a alchemist by the name of Merrill Longhurst, who offered to give you a bit of a hand testing some things. You lied to him for literally no reason, and then he saw through your bullshit, and you lied to him some more, still for no good reason, but okay.
And then we did that in a different game later in the week.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, then in Incarnadine, we walked in and lied for some reason, didn't get the information we want, so sent Nox in on his own, and he got kidnapped.
Sometimes
I thought it was
things that are untrue.
Oh, worse. You heard it here first, kids. Tell the truth.
Yeah. So you managed to. You also went to the library, did some reading, which actually answered a lot of your questions in terms of yes, you can accidentally make zombies, and also yes, you can accidentally bind necrotic magic to a disease. It tends to happen when you have a very high-powered amount of arcane power coming out of something. And you were like, well, that sounds bad. Probably should try and deal with that. Meanwhile, Cacula and Nerin went to the Temple of the Dark Mistress and pissed off their cleric because Cacula has no idea when to stop talking and doesn't qualify anything, so can be really easily misunderstood, which, you know, is in character. And then also went to the Temple of the Wilderness, where Nerin was much more successful in having a fairly calm conversation with the cleric there. Worked out that actually the area you should be poking around in is the area you've been poking around in this whole time. No other areas have really had any infections. Went back to Rosanna's. Rosanna was disappointed in you for being late, which, you know, probably TPK'd the party. You then worked out that probably what you should do is pinpoint an area and go and search that area. You drew on the map and pinpointed an area, and I need to remove the duck from the map because that's probably...
No! Let us take a picture of the duck first, please.
Okay, I've not touched it yet, but I will have to remove it.
Yay, someone screenshot it, please. Quick.
It's going to be really confusing because otherwise I won't be able to use the fucking map again.
I'm screenshotting it right now.
Have you seen what that fucking map looks like in the Eberron game? It's basically impossible for us to see whatever the hell we're doing.
Yeah, and Mikwai keeps it there because they know
That's
that
because
we are
it just says like therapy
precious.
crumbs halfway across it most of the time. And also it says that we're instead of on the continent of Corvair, it's the continent of Koo, which is quite fun. There's a lot of random drawings on that map, and we've changed the names of about 16 different locations, which is great until we want to actually go there and we have no idea where we're going. So we you managed to decipher found yourselves where the wells were, and managed to decipher where you should probably, do some magical poking around, which Cacula failed at even with advantage, and Hathor succeeded at. And managed to find a small invisible glyph on the inside of a well, took notes of the glyph, decided that actually you're not a specialist in transmutation, but you do know 2 wonderful transmutation wizards, so why don't you just go poke them? You did. And they were lovely and flirted with, that's a good eye punch. And flirted with Cacula, despite the fact that Cacula has no idea what's going on, which was fun. Then you took some samples of the wells and went back to Merrill to give him them, and Merrill in response gave you 3 healing potions. I hope you have those written down, because I'm not keeping track of them.
I do.
Okay. They are 2d4 plus 5, because they're alchemist healing potions, but they will be non-functional by the end of the day, so do take them today. So, yes, and then you were like, okay, cool, it looks like we're gonna head into the sewers, I guess, but also it's quite late in the day, and you guys are probably not wanting to do that today, so you went back to the bar where Cacula has been staying, the inn where Cacula has been staying, had a few drinks, had a few nice chats, and actually convinced everyone to go back to Rosanna's for an evening to rest. And we will pick up with Nerin before we start session.
At some point when we are all cozy and sleepovering, Nerin will find an opportunity to go over to Cacula and say, Cacula, you said something earlier today about, obviously slavery is bad. You said that.
I'm glad you agree.
But the thing I was wondering is, did your family agree? Like, who you grew up with?
No, they didn't. I don't really know about my parents, but the person who raised me didn't. It was just me and them for a long time. But I'm pretty sure it's obvious that I've been to the university, right?
Yes.
Well, they very much do agree. And being there for so long, and nobody saying anything about how awful it was right in front of their eyes all the time. I don't know. It wore down on me. And obviously that's the least of the problems to do with it. But why?
Just, so many people. Slavery is so obviously bad. And it's hard to understand how people don't do anything.
I know how you feel.
And it's hard not
to
be betrayed.
I have an aunt who works in the university. Well, she kind of does. She's retired. She's wonderful. And she's the one who put the idea in my head to go. And she's a lovely woman, but she doesn't see anything wrong with it. She doesn't necessarily own slaves herself or anything of that ilk, but she doesn't blink when they bring her food. They launder her clothes.
Do you still see her?
I mean, I can't, because I can't go to the university without being arrested.
Oh, yes.
But if I could, I think I might. She's the only family I have left, really. It's difficult, but she's part of my life. And I think, it's important to talk to the people you love about these things. I've tried to do it with her in the past, and she seemed amenable, but obviously you can't take it too far, otherwise you might be arrested. It makes it kind of difficult. But
Yes.
if you think, I'm assuming that this is about people that you love, right?
Yeah, yes.
If you think that they're good people at heart, raised in bad systems and used to the privileges it gives them, then maybe you could give a go talking to them about it. Be careful, obviously. Don't get arrested, just to reiterate. But
it's just so hard to know. When people don't do anything. And it seems so obviously bad to me. But if they're not doing anything, maybe I've just misjudged them.
maybe.
I don't know. I'm sort of scared to
find out?
Yes.
That's understandable, but if you don't talk to them about it, you'll never know if they're people that you want to spend your time and your love on anymore.
Yes. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's nice to have conversations like this. I haven't really talked to anyone about anything this in depth for a while.
Just when you said earlier, slavery was bad, or I don't remember how you phrased it, but
probably
you said it as if it was such an obvious thing. And that's how it is in my head. But I don't know, you feel like so much of this city, you don't know. I don't know. Anyway. It's good to know that we've got the same.
Yes, exactly. There are people who think like you and me. And, well, they do things about it. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Hopefully we can do something too. I don't really know what people do. I've been quite isolated. I don't know much, as I think you don't either.
No, well,
you probably know a little more than me.
I tell you
about
what,
the city.
We need to get some sleep.
Yes,
we have a big day tomorrow.
We do.
But
yes.
After this is done, ask me again, and somewhere quiet and private.
Yes.
And I'll tell you about what I know.
Though. Yes. Thank you. Sorry again.
No, don't be. As I said, it's nice to have someone to talk to about these kinds of things, or just talk to. That's all. Anyway, sweet dreams.
You too.
All right. So you all get a rest. Remember to reprep your spells. Those of you who have spells to reprep.
Good point.
Otherwise, you will not have the spells that you want.
I won't have any spells.
I will not let you change them when you've started combat. So make sure
I've done it.
Good.
I'm done.
Good.
I'm topping up my water, but I can still hear.
So you wake the next morning. You actually wake a lot later than you expected. It's nearly 9 a.m. by the time you guys are waking up. Rosanna's is quiet. Well, as quiet as it ever gets. It's still bustling as usual, but Rosanna let you sleep. Was aware that, of course, you guys came in and were ready to go off tomorrow, so Rosanna was happy to let you guys rest for a while longer. So but you are eventually woken at about 9:30, 10 a.m. and go down and get some breakfast and get some food with Rosanna. She's around. She's got a few younger ones with her. Kurt is also around, just kind of skirting the edges of the room, keeping an eye on things. Is there anything you guys wish to do?
While we're here over breakfast, and I will get out the 3 healing potions.
Mhm.
They only last for 24 hours, so I figured we'd give them to the people who got up and close.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I can heal too, obviously. I hope you remember that. It doesn't matter. Yes, I don't need it, is my point. I'll be fine.
Okay.
They will last until approximately 8 p.m. No. How long? When did he make them yesterday? Yeah, they'll last until approximately 5 p.m.
Yeah.
tonight.
So yeah, about 5 o'clock tonight before they go. So I'm gonna push one in Nerin's direction.
That Nerin will take.
And then look at the other 2.
I mean, Kitto, you kind of get up a bit closer sometimes. You should probably definitely take one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I have the potion I bought yesterday, but I guess if we need to use these up today, then
May as well,
it's
right?
now.
And I'd rather you be double safe than only one time safe.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's a 2d4 plus 5 healing.
Hathor, do you want to take the last one?
I mean, if you don't want it, you can heal yourself through magic, but if you end up needing it, I'll give it to you.
Oh, all right. Sounds like a plan.
People also can't heal themselves whilst unconscious.
Yeah, I just thought that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched your maths. You were like, but what if you haven't got any? Oh, wait a second. If you haven't got any magic left, you're probably unconscious. So that's probably an issue I should deal with first.
He also hasn't. Do you still have your other potion as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No, we used it last session.
Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, I just checked my items. I do not have that anymore.
I think I do.
Yeah, you're the only one who's got one.
Nice.
Because they're expensive and you guys are low-level adventurers and don't have a lot of money.
Okay. So I have one still already from that I bought. You 2 should take the other 2. So we all have one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm being yelled.
We give it to Cacula. Cacula has that.
Yeah, okay. So everybody has one healing potion. So Ruth, yours is 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Everybody else's is plus 5. Because the difference between alchemist healing potions and natural healing potions.
That's cool, but mine lasts forever.
Yeah, but yours is, and these ones only last 24 hours. And also yours
Ours
can
are
obviously get more. You can't get, like, alchemist healing potions are just always 2d4 plus intelligence mod.
Yeah. That's cool.
They don't get better.
That's just cool.
What, the intelligence mod of the alchemist or of the person?
Yeah, the alchemist.
Okay, cool.
Of the person would be really
I was
mean.
gonna say.
That would make no sense. It goes
You
down.
can only live if you're smart.
Yeah, no, it's of the alchemist who brewed it. And Meryl's is a
Okay.
plus 5, so you're fine.
Yay! Thank you,
Nice.
Meryl.
Clever boy.
You're at a
Bad
high-powered
lad.
college. Yeah, he's got a plus 5 intelligence.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Um,
You guys heading?
I guess we need to. Yeah, we need to talk about what we're gonna do actually.
Yeah, are you just gonna leave? Like, what are you doing?
Yep. So, are we going to go and try and go into the evil little house in the well? I assume.
Yeah, I assumed that's what was happening.
I mean, we don't have
I-
any way of knowing where it goes unless we just go in.
What about the sewers? Are we going to take that route that your friend suggested?
We could.
I mean, they suggested that actually it was just going to lead into the sewers. They didn't suggest that the sewers were another entrance.
If
Oh, fair.
use the map that Rosanna has and sort of work our way back in that direction.
We could do.
Mm.
I mean, I guess we could just try and climb into the well, but I don't think that would be very subtle if we're trying to go in stealthily.
Yeah.
Also, how would we hold on?
The
Rope,
second,
never mind.
the second we bust that arcane lock, I think we're gonna know whoever's orchestrating this. If they're smart, we'll let them know when we walk through the front door.
Right.
So roll me intelligence. Or history, actually. That would work. Look at this.
I will roll your history. 22.
There is no way in hell you're going to be able to find your way back through the sewers. There are no maps. There are, you are not going to be able to go to the entrance that Madrigal pointed out to you and find your way back that way at all. There will be no signifying points. Unless you literally, the cloaks use the sewers as parts to hide stuff. Even they are not, they only use them to go in, hide shit, and then come out again. The sewers are an incomprehensible labyrinth underneath this city.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but that sounded like loot.
I have been here a very long time, and there is no way you'll be able to find your way out of it.
Right.
Or back at all, because there are no signifying things. They're underground.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no pathways, there's no signifiers, there's nothing. You will get lost and die.
Nerin was also going to say, even if we go into the sewers at some other entrance, we think that the door probably leads to the sewers, but we don't know where in the sewers. We don't know if, there is a chance it's not in the sewers. Surely it's, we don't want to go through the front door if there's an option, but if we don't go through the front door, then we might just not get there.
That's very true.
Agreed.
I don't really know. I've not really done anything like this before, so I'll defer to your experience, or just your better idea.
I mean, I don't have any experience. I just think that we'll probably get lost if we don't go in through the front door, and we're trying to get somewhere that we don't know where it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Should we just head to the well then and start there, use that as a starting point?
I guess so.
Yeah. If we're heading out, before I head out, I'm going to stick my head around the door of Persephone's room, assuming she's still asleep.
Oh, she's up. She looks to be, that she has a bit of a habit of darning the clothes when they get tatty. She appears to have been given the task of darning some clothes from one of the other kids who've been here, and she's sat darning. She doesn't notice you come in. She's very distracted.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and sneak up on her then.
Okay, roll stealth. I will roll perception.
I'm prepared to pass without a trace for later shenanigans, but I'm willing to use it now.
Like, with the bone flute, full.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
Oh! What's my stealth?
Thanks.
Hathor is the bone flute. It's not sneaking up with the bone flute. It's just...
No, you did fine. She got 14. You sneak up on her. Is that darning?
But
she jolts and the needle goes towards you, and then she's like, Hassel, really? Must we?
What was I gonna not?
Are you off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're off out. I wanted to see if you're up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
I've got a pile of clothes that Mum wants me to get donned, so.
Okay. Have fun.
I enjoy it. Just
if you insist.
I think wizard spells are boring, so
Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
You're going somewhere dangerous, aren't you?
Probably.
Yeah, you wouldn't have come and done this if you weren't going somewhere dangerous.
Probably.
Be safe. Come back.
I will try my level best.
Your level 3 best.
Punch you back.
Mhm.
Go on then. See you later. Before you head out, Rosanna kind of catches all of you and says, right, be careful. Try not to die. Can't help you if you do, I'm afraid. I won't be close enough. I won't worry if you don't come back tonight, but I will worry if you don't come back tomorrow. Those sewers are a maze, and it's very possible you'll get lost. So, if you have to sleep down there, probably do that rather than fighting something on half hell, like on without your spells.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lessons from Mum. Done this once before.
Not just DM advice.
Little
Is
credit.
that
Don't
lessons
know
from
whether
Mum
or
or is
not
that
you'll be
lessons
fine
from
getting
DM?
through this, or whether or not you'll have to take a long rest. I will find out.
Okay.
Rosanna is our DM confirmed.
We'll find out, won't we?
Rosanna is Alex's self-insert.
Rosanna was built by Astrid, so
Oh, really?
yeah, Rosanna was Astrid's character.
The self-insert was that guy who told us. that
Yeah,
we needed to
Meryl.
take
Meryl is
samples.
more of a self-insert.
That was the self-insert.
fucking dude.
This is Aleks. They would never have a self-insert to take care of us, only want to completely drag us about archeological
Academic.
mistakes.
Who
Yeah.
helps us but then drags us.
Mhm.
How could you sum up Aleks better?
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yes, partially advice from DM, partially I don't know whether or not you'll be fine. We'll see. Tends to be my opinion on these
Partially,
kind
and
of things.
it's okay if you need to sleep. You might well do. Just sleep
Yeah.
there.
It's partially you may need to do a long rest there. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Potential
But
death.
also, you know, Rosanna was an adventurer, so like, Rosanna would have this information. So it's fine.
Rosanna was a babe.
Rosanna was
Now-
a babe.
Excuse me, Rosanna is a babe. I'm just hoping that you'll get to meet Asher and her wife, Ruth.
Asher and her wife
Yeah.
are busy.
Who are my character and her
Asher and her
wife.
wife are busy.
I hope no one ever has to meet Bree.
Yeah,
Aw.
I really
you
wish.
will see Ree's
Asshole,
like
fucking
influence.
hate him.
Don't think you'll meet Ree at any point.
You don't want to meet Bree.
She was an interesting character.
What an obnoxious
She was a mess.
thing.
Just absolute mess. So of course this whole campaign started from a one-shot session that I ran a while ago.
Yeah,
Which-
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as they all had characters for this setting. So you guys head out.
We're going. Let's
Okay.
go climb down a well.
So it takes you about 40-45 minutes to get there. It's not that close to Rosanna's. And you head up, back up through the Lockdown Bazaar, back up to the well, which is on the streets up there. The thoroughfare's fairly busy, but people aren't really paying attention to you because the city's kind of like, I guess, like any city in that situation where there are just lots of people doing people-y things and nobody ever looks twice at anybody and is just sort of like doing their own thing and ignores everything that's going on around them.
It's a city, basically.
City exists. So, what are you doing?
Going to the well.
It's not, you are in front of the well. What are you doing?
Being real dumb.
Far ahead.
Not knowing
Okay,
anything.
well, think of it because you're there now.
I mean, should we try and climb down, or
So,
they don't
is
have
the
any
sigil
rope? Maybe.
on a door?
Are we just meant to
The sigil
break-
is on the inside of the well.
Yeah, is it like on a, like that was in to the, like, wait, who was it? Who was Hathor, wasn't it?
Mhm.
So is it covering up a doorway in the well?
No, it was just brickwork, right?
It's on brickwork. Is the sigil?
It's on. It was just
Okay.
on
You
the
can't
brickwork.
currently see it. Like
Yeah,
point out.
Yeah.
would need
Well,
to.
I
cast
can
the
try and
magic
detect magic again. That
But if
worked
I-
yesterday, right?
to.
But
yeah,
what do we have to do to open it? You know, it's hiding
Damage it.
a door, but so do we just hit it?
I mean, I guess so. I
Mhm.
don't really think we have any other
We-
options.
Climb inside the well and start hitting it and hope no one gives us funny looks?
I mean, people will probably give us funny looks, but my
I
sign's
mean-
still here, so maybe that will help.
It is, yeah, as it is also actually like cordoned off. Like there's like rope that's tied around the edge currently.
Well,
So
then
it's
maybe people
kind of
think we're, you know,
Plumbers.
do-gooders,
I
plumbers, workmen. I don't know.
mean,
They probably won't ask.
yeah,
Yes, that's also true.
Okay.
possible as well that there is an actual way through if people are using it somewhat regularly to get in and out.
You'd
It's
have
all
to
worth
find out.
checking.
Um,
What
True.
was that?
yeah, you can't see the arcane lock because it's invisible
Mhm.
unless you cast detect magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
No, wait a second. It
Oh.
uses a spell slot for you. It doesn't for Hathor.
Oh.
Ritual spellcasting on wizards.
Yep.
You saying I
So-
took that spell for no reason?
Well, I mean, we might need to do it some more in more urgent situations
I mean,
later.
you may want to do it another time, but generally,
Spellcasting use a spell slot?
that's the whole point of ritual spellcasting. It's why it takes it 10 minutes.
I thought you meant it was just that you didn't have to prepare it.
No, doesn't use it. It
Oh.
does use a spell slot for literally other class apart from wizards. That
Oh,
means-
sexy!
welcome to
okay.
wizards. Quill has identified for this reason.
Okay, cool.
Because I have much more functional first level.
I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, you take 10 minutes to cast detect magic.
Yep.
You can see it now, and
Mhm.
the water still has that kind of weird necromantic glow to it. Yeah, it's like that big. It's like not a massive thing.
How
Oh,
far
so
down
it's-
is it?
It's about a foot down.
Okay. So it's on the bit that sticks out the ground?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like accessible to hand, otherwise you wouldn't be able to interact with it.
That's true. Well, do
You know
we-
what? I'm just
Should we
gonna
get
tap
some-
it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you tap it. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Do you want to maybe tap it with one of Kitto's daggers?
Yeah,
My stick, my
take
staff.
that dagger and just like go through her and score it.
You can't see it, so
But
make
do
me
I know
ask
where
it.
it is? Oh, okay.
Like put
Well,
like
where-
a
No,
slip
where-
around my hands like
Is
that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
There.
make me an attack, I guess.
Against a brick.
It's not got a high AC, I just need to know.
What AC does
If
a
you
brick
miss,
have?
Nerin
10,
will punch
usually.
it.
Oh, that's 11 plus things.
There we go then, it's fine. It's just like a base thing so that I can, like, how deep is the scoring more than anything.
16.
It wasn't really a, like, you can't attack a brick, and if you'd have failed, I would have just made you do it again. It was more
I
of
just
a,
find it amusing. That's all. I just.
it's
thought it
more
was-
of a, like, how deep is the score? Yeah, so, Hathor, you're the only one who can see it, but you watch as Nerin just drags the blade through
Kitto.
and severs one of the arcane lines. And there's like a soft click sound for you, it's not for anyone else. And Hathor. And the magic fades and moves, and the rest of you watch as the wall of the well kind of collapses inward and disappears into what appears to be a set of stairs.
Oh, I guess that's one way to open a door.
Yeah.
Shall we?
If you roll Arcana, Hathor, just because you did poke it, it's more of an interest thing than anything else.
Oh, okay. 23. I'm rolling really well.
You are. You would know that actually with something like this, with a 23, and you poked it, and you're like trying to think about it now, if you knew where it was and you had access to it, you could possibly, with a high enough altered version of this spell, mod it so that it would unlock under certain people's touches and not other people's.
Okay.
So whoever cast it probably modded it so that it would unlock under their touch. But you would also know that they could also just dispel it if they're high enough level to cast Arcane Lock, they're probably able to dispel magic.
Yeah.
And also
Should
Arcane Master.
it? I'm gonna relay all this to the rest of them.
Mhm.
Saying
Right. But that makes sense.
might also do is I don't know if you want to do it now or later, considering we've got the stairs in front of us.
Yeah, they're not invisible. People have started looking.
Yeah. To ask if you've seen anybody going down a set of stairs that isn't us.
That's a very good point.
Who
We should
would
probably
like
do that after.
Yeah,
to
I
ask?
guess we'll find out.
I think
Yeah,
we probably
I
should
mean-
go down the stairs now, because otherwise, if there's someone inside, they'll have more time to know that there's people
Yeah.
coming down their stairs.
Yeah, let's go now. Is it
Mhm.
dark down
Yes.
there?
Can
Can
I see?
anyone-
Yes, I can.
What was that, Leo?
Oh, I was
You
seeing
can
her
see,
dark vision. was all.
I believe Hathor can see, and Kitto is blind if Kitto goes down, because
Everyone else is fine.
everyone else can see.
Can anyone
So-
else? Can anyone cast? Yeah.
I can cast light
Okay.
here.
Before we go,
Mhm.
we are definitely going to head down now, right? Okay,
I mean,
In
what
that
else would you
case-
do?
I'll put like a hand on my chest and kind of a shadowy dark starts to emanate out, and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Eee.
Okay, that only lasts for an hour.
Time. I know.
And it's concentration.
Yep.
Okay. So you, light is, okay. That's gonna fuck with it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You
Okay,
cast light
If
and
we
pass
need,
without a
yeah,
trace
if
at the
we
same
need
time?
light, if we need light, then I won't cast it because
Okay.
that doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
You
If
can
we
technically do it, it's just also kind of gonna.
Yeah, no,
gonna
you're
have
right because
So
the whole
basically, you
thing
have
is like,
disadvantage on the stealth check, but also plus 10.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I
Which
can
would-
just follow you. I'll be okay. We could start with sneaking down.
Well,
But
why don't
it's fine.
here? No, it's fine. We can start sneaking when we actually get somewhere.
Sure. Okay.
There might be a really long corridor that takes like 2 hours to get down.
Okay. I mean, I have experience in these tunnels and places like this before, and I have been just kind of sneaking about by myself, so I would be okay.
All right.
Like I do have that experience, but we can start with the light. That works too.
Let's go.
What are you casting light on?
If I cast light on something and then put it inside my coat, will it produce dim light instead of bright light?
The lampshade for it.
Yeah.
Read the spell description, or drop it in the chat. Thanks. 1 second. 10 foot, 20-foot radius, dim light for an additional 20 feet. You would lose the dim light for the additional 20 feet.
I feel like that's a good compromise.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. I will
Okay.
be okay though.
I mean, it says completely covering an object blocks the light. Like, it literally says that in the spell description.
Completely cover an object with something opaque, though. So
Blocks the
maybe you
light.
could use
Yeah, I mean,
something that
I
isn't
would say
opaque.
because if you're doing it with your robe, that's not completely opaque. So it would block it to dim light within like a 10-foot radius, which wouldn't cover the entirety of you. So
I'm assuming I've got my spell book in a pocket of the poncho somewhere.
yes.
So I'll just like slightly unhook the poncho over one shoulder and cast it on the spell book. And then
Okay.
it's like half covered, but not really.
Okay, I'll give you dim light in a 20-foot radius.
Thank you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you
Game
head down the
time.
stairs. Sure. Okay, let me change the sounds then.
They're playing at the same time. Okay, no, they aren't.
Yes, they are. There are multiple playing at the same time. There are always multiple tracks playing at the same time.
But the previous one was also playing at the same time for me for a hot second there. I was like,
There we go.
They're both still playing for me.
Yeah, there should be 2 tracks playing.
Hey. Whoa.
Under the Hustle and Bustle and the Corrupted Waters. Because Under the Hustle and Bustle is just ambient sound. It's not music. I often layer the ambient sound with actual music. I don't know if you've noticed that. The one that says Ambience of Utopia is constant and it's just ambient sound. Like, it's not music. No, apparently you haven't noticed that I play ambient sound throughout all of our things.
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
otherwise they're just random chatterers.
Let's go.
Both Aleks and Leo kind of just descended into darkness, and it's
Yeah,
quite
we-
interesting.
Oh, yeah. Right. So,
There you go. You can see
They're
them.
LARPing. Leave them alone.
The DM is laughing as well.
Yeah. It's mood lighting.
I am still here, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just not visible.
You've turned
because
into
I'm
a
getting
lamp.
hairbrush.
Turned into a lamp.
No!
Sounds like the panto.
Oh man, that was a time, wasn't it?
Call back.
Call back to when. Yeah, okay, that's a very specific reference. So you guys head down into the sewers. You head down about 20-30 foot.
I'd like to be listening out if I can for like movement, the sound of doors or whatever. So if there's anything super suspicious and
Make a
movementy,
perception
I'll cast. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was on my spells. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yeah, okay, you don't hear anything apart. Well, you hear the rushing of water.
Okay. Yes, but that's pretty.
Sewer.
To be
The
expected.
DM's ambient sound.
You can hear the rushing of water on the DM's ambient sound because that's what it's on. So you head down into this. I think I'm just going to leave the ambient sound on for a while, actually. Creepy.
It's ominous as hell.
I love it. I love it.
So you head down this stairway, which is actually quite long. It takes you maybe 5 minutes to get to the bottom of this stairwell. It's just consistent stairs. And you come out into what is clearly part of the sewers. It's a small tunnel that's blocked off at one end with a grate, and then the sewers run deeper. And after about a minute or so of walking down the stairway, you lost all connection and light with the upper world. You have no idea whether or not the door behind you closed, or whether or not it's still open, or anything. You don't know. And Julie, you can't hear anything other than the rushing of water, and nothing seems out of the ordinary. There doesn't seem to have been any, I don't know, alarms triggered or anything like that. It's quiet, silent in here. And it worries you because you don't like that, but also there isn't anything that is immediately a threat. There's only really one way to go down here as well. You've got dim light from Hathor, which means that those of you who are without dark vision can see vaguely in about a 20-foot radius, but it's not perfect. It's like weirdly grayscale-y. Like, when you're in a dark room and you don't have the lights turned on, you can sort of see objects, but you can't really see anything else. It's like that. Yeah. Those of you who have dark vision, of course, can see in complete grayscale for 60 foot. So it's not great lighting down here because there's no lights. You can't see anything. You can hear the rushing of water. Welcome to the sewers underneath Utopia.
Welcome to the sewers.
It's damp and it's decaying.
Yep, it is. What would you like to do?
Is there like an obvious path?
There's only one way forward. The other way is
yeah. Go, let's head down there then.
I think we'll
We're
go.
on our way.
Do we
I think
want
we're
to
just walking.
just in case it is alarmed or trapped or anything like that? I feel like it would be wise. I'm learning from the Bloodborne days.
Are you? 3 fucking times you walked into the same trap. 3 fucking times.
They won't do it a fourth.
No, they did.
No, like this session.
Okay. Astrid won't. The rest of that group of idiots.
Sure.
All of whom have been playing
Okay,
D&D longer than us.
Like 7 years, some of the people have been playing
Yeah.
D&D.
Okay, Mooney was the only one to check.
Okay, so do you
because
want
he's a
to
monk, but
do you
fine.
want to check for traps? I mean, it doesn't. Does it look like there's anything around
like
us,
a
or is
sewer
it just
currently.
corridor?
It's a corridor.
I don't know. I mean, I commend your carefulness, but this just kind of looks like corridor.
We'll keep an eye out.
I
Okay.
feel like if there was a trap, it would have been at the stairs rather than.
I have been keeping
just
an ear out, though,
randomly.
so I've just heard water so far. If anything changes, I'll tell you, I promise.
Kitto will also keep an eye and ear out.
Okay. Roll perception, I guess.
Both of us, or just Kitto?
No, your perception is holding.
Yay!
I will too.
Yeah, okay.
Can
Well,
I?
if everyone wants to roll perception,
18.
absolutely. Go for it.
18.
Nice.
It seems silly that we've said that
Oh,
and
dear.
then.
Well,
Nerin
that
is
explains
just
why
like that.
Hathor was like, "What if there's traps?"
Hathal's like,
He's just so
looking for traps
paranoid.
everywhere. There are no traps.
Hathor is the
Natural
dumb
one.
Where are the traps?
Oh no! Neren's
was
like,
that,
"Yeah, we
Nerin?
should definitely check for traps." Natural one.
Oh,
Natural one. Which gives me
yeah.
3.
Nerin and Hathor are like, where are the traps? And Cacula and Kitto are like, it's literally just a
Nowhere.
sewer. Like, it's just a sewer. It's not exciting. There's like paths along the side of the water that's running through, but the water here looks like it's definitely shallow enough for you to walk in. Like, it's not at all deep. It's like possibly an offcut here, and you're just like, there's no traps. It's just a fucking sewer, man. Like, yeah. Kitto, you have pretty good knowledge of certain areas in the sewers because you worked with cloaks for a while. There are lots of places where you can get into them. There are lots of places like offcuts like this where people will just abandon shit and then come back for it like 3 days later because it makes it easy to hide from the guilds.
Yeah.
But also it's not like a yeah. It's not it like there are lots of areas where the sewers are quite dangerous and quite deep, but there are also lots of areas where they're not, and trapping them would seem trapping loot would seem logical. Trapping the sewers themselves would seem stupid.
Okay, in which case, I think it's fine. I think we just need to carry on for now.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so you continue down this pathway. It's actually quite a long corridor, and you're somebody make me a survival check. Actually, let's go with that.
not me.
Oops! I almost accidentally rolled an acrobatics roll.
Okay.
Cacula just as a flip.
Cacula, give me survival.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Not
fine.
terrible.
Cacula, you reckon that this area is possibly circling? Like you're not
Okay.
going back on yourself, but it's more like a spiral. You're probably going deeper.
Mhm.
The path has a slight slope to it. You reckon you're probably going deeper rather than like circling, which
I think we're heading deeper into the ground.
yeah, it doesn't super surprise you, but it's not so much like of a path. That...
Did when we started going this is Leo. When we started going down the stairs, then Hathor still had the detect magic vision, right?
Yeah.
So Hathor would have seen if there was any like
And there wasn't anything
extra symbols or anything that we were meant to. No. Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't anything magical. There wasn't anything that was
Right.
pinging detect magic at any point. I guess, Hassel, you can see that the water here also has that weird necrotic tinge to it, but that's it.
I'm assuming it's just the water that feeds into the well, so yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Good to know.
You walk. And you walk for a while. You walk for maybe 20 minutes, 30
I'm
minutes,
not going to do that for 20 minutes.
40 minutes.
in real time.
Yeah, don't do it in real time. And eventually you come through like a small, I'll put you on the map. I'll put you on the map. 1 second.
Cool. Oh wait, no, wrong map.
Yeah, it's fine. You're on the wrong map. I just need to double check.
We've already been in this map.
The sewers is actually a
Just the
church.
aesthetic.
That's
Mind
that's
blown.
I just need to double check that the right things were on the right layer on this map. They
I
are.
saw some
Osiers,
boats
take me to
momentarily.
church starts
No, the
playing.
boats are fine. The boats is fine.
Yeah.
Boats, I was just double checking the boats were actually on the correct layer. That's fine. Good.
Can
I'm
we
glad.
put ourselves on?
Yeah, you can buy the boats. I was like, wait a second, are the boats on the GM layer? Am I an idiot? No, the boats are on the token layer.
You're smart.
Um,
Let me on.
the act- Well, you're all in that.
Hey, Nerin, come
I'm
back.
on my way. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
bad
okay.
at knowing how to do this. There we
There
are.
you
Everyone's
go.
bad at roll
Very,
20,
very
don't
cozy.
worry.
Roll 20 is a nightmare.
Mhm.
So yeah, eventually you guys come out into what appears to be a much wider version of the tunnel, and the water here looks quite deep. Stop merging. I can see you doing it. Stop it. The water here
Our
appears to be-
character.
appears to be-
Oh!
yeah, appears to be quite deep and quite and you see these two boats. So this one, I'm getting it for you. This one here is quite rickety and quite old, and this one is it looks more functional. They're just sort of pulled up at the side.
Do they look like they've been used recently?
Roll investigation.
8.
You can't tell.
Are the bits along the sides like walkable, or is it obviously that you need a boat?
Yeah. So the bits along the side, you get to about here, and then it sort of becomes crumbling and useless. And on this side, the pathway kind of disappears about here as well. So you would have to use the boats to traverse. With your dark vision and the ability and the slight light, meaning that you can see, you reckon that you can, there is an end which you could scroll across and look on the map, you know. I don't know how long that is, whether or not you'd be able to see it in your dark vision. Let me zoom out and find out. Probably not, because your dark vision only extends to 60 foot. Nope, you can't see the end. It just goes into the darkness.
Does it look like we'll all fit in one boat?
Yes. I know that they don't spatially look like that, but yes, you will.
Okay.
Oh no, actually they do spatially, technically, because you can like,
Merge.
no, you don't need to merge. You can
Merging works.
Oh, why would you go
That's
on
it.
that boat and
Yeah.
not the good one?
Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. I was just putting it on there to show you that you could
Alright.
get on, but yeah, you don't need to go on the bad boat, you can go on the good boat, I'm sorry.
Being assigned terrible boat. Come back.
No, come back, go back.
Everyone's
Get out of
drowning.
the water, Hathor. There we go.
Hathor
So you
or
guys-
bath
This is
time.
not the time for a swim.
Yeah, you guys can get out of the the water is not nice. You guys get yourselves onto the boat that looks like it has been used slightly less. It's not like pristine or anything. It's still like a little bit beaten, but it looks like it is seaworthy, unlike the other boat, which looks like it's about to fall in the water.
Is there anything in the boat? Like, you know,
Roll investigation.
random things that people might have dropped?
Like snacks.
Roll investigation.
Roll for snacks. That it's not going to be great. 6.
No, you can't find anything in the boat.
Sad.
It's a boat.
I'm gonna
It's
go on a
boat.
different D20 because I've got a natural 1 and a 6.
Yeah.
Not doing great.
Okay, who's rowing the boat?
Good question.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to row a boat?
I mean, I don't know how to, but I'm happy to try.
Okay.
Could do it.
Well, can 2 people row the boat or just 1?
Are there
Yeah.
oars?
There are 2 oars in the boat, yeah.
Okay. I
Good,
guess
good.
2 people could give it a go. I don't know.
I feel like 1 might be better for like,
Right.
you know, coordination. Nerin, do you want to give it a go? And if not,
I'll try, and if I do really badly, then you know, someone can come and take over.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
I need you to roll athletics.
Oh, I have proficiency in that, which brings it up to a 0 modifier.
Amazing.
Oh,
I'm
no.
done with
Get
zero.
hyped.
Even
I'm
I have
okay.
more athletics than that.
you're simultaneously great and terrible.
Yeah.
I am proficient though.
Yeah,
Enough that
you're proficient and very
And you're
mediocre.
bad at it.
I got a 13.
Okay, that's fine. It's
We're moving.
It's slow going, but you are moving fine. Like it is not that simple, and you're suddenly like, wow, this is way more work than I expected it to be. But you're moving, which is nice.
I'm really small. I'm a halfling tiefling.
Yeah.
I'm tiny. I'm not going to have good strength.
No, it's fine. You are moving. Should be able to select all of you and make you all move. Wow.
Move
Unless
the boat.
is the boat on the correct layer?
Oh no.
No, the boat's not.
Maybe we just have to
thought the
move
boat was
without.
on it.
Wee! Let's go, lesbians!
The boat is on the correct. Yeah, Alex.
Could that be our name? The
Yeah, I
lesbian
was just thinking
lesbians.
the party name.
No,
Lesbians.
no.
I love it because we're all men as well.
Yeah. There we
We're
go.
just, really supportive.
There we go. I did manage to get it. So you row the boat. It goes
Gently down
okay.
the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. It goes okay.
Yeah, it doesn't go horrifically.
I'm gonna die.
It's going fine. And you're able to like see as you keep going that it's a little bit of a stretch, but also it's not super far to the end, and you can see at the end there's another kind of cistern area that appears to have like an actual door. I guess it's like a gate. It's not really a door. It's more of a like gate that the water can run through. That would stop other stuff getting through. And you those of you with dark vision can see it coming up ahead of you when you get into the long range. And you continue on for a little while. With it takes, as I say, it's not the fastest because Nerin's not super strong, but it occurs that you can get yourselves further in and further in and further in, and you get to about this point, and then I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
I was waiting for the DM to stop talking because Nerin was going to say something.
I
don't know if it would have changed. Nerin was going to say, I'm a little busy, but please keep an eye out for danger. And that was literally in my head when you said that.
Well, it made me a dex save.
Natural 20.
Well, natural
2.
1 for
I got
Hathor.
a 2, yeah.
For
17.
sorry. 20 for Hathor, that's fine. What did we get?
24.
24.
Well,
And
it's
Kitto?
alright for some then, isn't it?
17. Okay, everybody apart from Cacula succeeds. Cacula. That's cocked. How the hell did I cock a d6? There we go. Cacula, you take 9 points of damage. Full damage. The rest of you manage to catch yourselves as the boat vanishes.
Good.
And you are all thrown into the water. Cacula, you were not expecting it and just plunge and hit your head on the floor, and suddenly you're like, oh god. The water's not super deep, it's about mid-height on most of you. On Nerin it's like here, so you're at half speed in movement.
Wait, hang on a sec. Did you say 9 or 5?
9.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking I got that right.
9. Yeah, 3 and a 6. Cacula, you get completely lost and turned upside down and end up hitting your head quite hard on the ground before managing to get yourself back upright. About chest height on all of you, and about waist height on all of you, and it's about chest height on Nerin. So Nerin, you are struggling. You're not swimming, so you're still technically at a quarter speed. All of you are you're at half speed, sorry. So, and you are dumped into the water, and just absolutely destroyed. I'm just going to remove the boat. There we go. And
what happened?
Are you okay?
I think I'll be fine. I hit my head. Oh, it's fine. It's bleeding a little bit. I'll be all right.
Does the side still look broken?
yeah, it's still
Not climb outable.
You can't climb out of this. You're going to have to walk the rest of it. However,
we're going to be eaten by a giant.
you're going to be eaten by a giant rat. No.
Another boat is going to come to life. And
I'm okay with that.
Okay, what's my thing?
Are you?
Are you really? Hathor, what's your AC?
You're such a rat apologist.
Oh.
You did say you were okay with it.
Yeah.
11.
Yep, that's not good enough. And Nerin,
this upon yourself.
AC,
Wizard!
13.
that's also not good enough.
Sad.
Yeah, do better. Do
Six.
better armor next time.
Okay, Hathor, you take 6 points of damage. Nerin, you take 7.
Good.
No, that's fine. I took more damage from the floor.
Yeah, you did. What's your AC, Cacula?
Good question. One
No, it doesn't
which
matter
I
because I
will
rolled natural
answer.
17, so that's
Okay,
fine.
never mind. It's 14, but never mind.
Natural 17 is going to hit you. Fine. Let me check that stat. It's that much. You take 6 acid damage.
Oh
and
no.
Kitto, you take 2 acid damage because I rolled really poorly on that. You're natural one.
And do we think it's just from the water, or is there
Actually,
an
I'll
actual
tell you
thing?
what,
I'm on 12
I'm
hit
just going to finish
points.
their attacks first.
We don't even know what this is,
that's
and
what-
I'm on 12 hit points right
That's
now.
Okay.
Is 12 bad?
Yes,
on
I have
11.
27 usually.
Oh, I have 18 and I'm on 11.
Oh no.
13.
4.
Piranhas.
Bam, bam, there we go. And you realize that there are these corpses that rise up and go to make an attack. And you are surprised. So that means Hathor and Nerin are both grappled. The other two of you took a bit damage, so you that's fine. But we will have to roll initiative. Move the thing. For those who recognize, these are bloodborne monsters, because I can put them in there. They feel appropriate. Where is my
12
mouse?
for initiative.
14 for Cacula.
No, that's not. That's not the battle music. Where's the battle music?
Very somber
This is
battle.
very solemn. Are we all gonna die?
There's the battle.
That's the funeral music that comes afterwards.
Yeah.
Your icon. DM. This just feels mean being attacked by Infernus.
No. My icon is just how much I love my boy. Look at how beautiful he is.
You find yourself being attacked by multiple red genasi.
Look at my boy. Look at how pretty he is. He's great.
They look conflicted about it.
They would. He would
Rotting corpses
never.
in water.
He would never. I need to add these guys to the map. To the token layer. Go. 8.
Back to my tiramisu.
Ooh, tiramisu. Nice.
That's very exciting.
It is.
I wish I had tiramisu to get me through the zombie fight.
I was talking to a friend and they said that Vanessa sounds like a really good tiramisu. And I thought that was very funny and they didn't understand why. We were talking about someone called Vanessa and they were like, sounds like a really good tiramisu.
Can we also just point out that the
forward.
DM at one point promised us a dragon-shaped pie if we have to fight a
They
dragon.
still
Some
haven't
point.
delivered.
At some point, you'll get a dragon-shaped pie.
Yeah, will we, Aleks? When?
When
When's
I
that gonna be, huh?
Learn how to fucking make
The
one.
proverbial tomorrow?
Whenever the
Always a
DM
day
next
away?
lies to us.
Kitto,
Today.
what's your initiative?
14.
14 as well. Okay, so you go before.
Oh my god,
Oh wait, no, sorry,
same!
it's 12. It's 12, sorry.
Oh,
12.
dude.
Sorry, yeah, it
I
was
thought we
12.
had a connection there.
No, not 2. 12. Okay, cool. So, top of the round, Nerin, you are grappled by a corpse that is real fucking terrifying and kind of like weirdly watery and undead.
Yum.
Well, they're always obviously undead because they're a corpse. But
Can I, if I hit it, it's with disadvantage, right?
no, it doesn't affect your actual attack.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm just gonna hit it then
Okay, roll to attack.
with my punchy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll on here because dice are mean to me today.
So mean. So rude of them.
Did that roll? No, it didn't. Is this rolling? No. Okay, I'm just going to roll with dice. 18 to hit.
Definitely. Roll damage.
Yes. 7 damage.
Okay, cool. Yep.
And then I'm going to do it again. Bonus
Yep.
action.
Yep.
More to hit.
Yep, that's fine.
That is 6 damage.
Okay, cool. Yep.
And then I'm going to use a key to do the flurry of blows and do another one.
Yep.
Oh, sad. 11.
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Sad. Okay.
Okay.
And I presume I then cannot use my movement because I am being held.
You cannot move. Yes, you have been grappled.
So.
Okay, Cacula, you're up.
Okay, so I am gonna take chalice form as my action. So my eyes start kind of glowing a bright white star light. Ooh, that rhymed. That's kind of fun. So I also shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim in a 20-foot radius, which matters because it's dark.
Yes.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word on. Does Hathor or Nerin look worse?
Don't you look worse?
Yeah, I'm getting to that bit. Don't worry. Don't worry, I've got this. Okay, well I'll cast it on Nerin then. First level.
Okay. Nerin, you feel 5?
And then I'll heal myself with the extra bit that I get from Chalice Form.
Yeah, roll it.
Sorry, give me a sec. I've just been very kindly handed dinner.
How come you have 18 hit points, Leo?
Really, really shitty constitution. And poor rolls. Which, yeah, it
One
is
con and then
the
probably
monk
rolls
has
badly.
the poorest.
Okay, there we go. I'm done.
Okay. That'll bring us to.
Wait, am I in their range?
You're not in their grapple range, but they did already attack you.
Okay, so if I move, will I get an attack opportunity?
You're not in their grapple range now.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go like here.
Okay.
And then I'm done. Sorry about that.
Yeah, remember you've only got half movement because you're swimming, all of you. So all of you are down to 15 feet.
Or no movement.
Or no movement if you're grappled. Bring us to Kitto.
It's gonna wade swim 15 foot over to this lad, and then try and stab him flavorfully in a way that will like get him off Nerin, but
Stab him.
that is a 12 to hit.
That will hit. That's their AC.
Lovely. Must have it. So that's 7 piercing damage.
You do get sneak attack.
I don't think I do.
You do because Nerin is an ally that is in
Yes.
range.
I keep forgetting. Okay, well that's a 6. That's great. With a 4. So that's another 10. I've already
Okay,
forgotten what my first thing was.
You destroy it.
Okay.
You do manage to flavorfully cut it off, Nerin, because you literally cut it. Like, slice straight through its arms and it falls back and disappears.
Excellent.
Okay. Does that end your go, Kitto?
And then bonus action still, yes?
You still have bonus, yeah?
Yeah, bonus action, just like swim dash up to
To
this
that.
one.
Yeah. No worries. Hassel, you're up. You are grappled.
Yeah. Ludicrous question. But
Yeah,
can I bolt it? I don't think I can I?
It will be disadvantage because that's a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna magic missile them.
Okay. Which ones?
The one that
Display?
it's currently grappling me.
Okay, yeah. Roll it again, obviously. You rolled 1 out of 5. 3. That's how that's what I understand. Yep. Cool. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yeah. What does it take to break grapple?
You have to take an action to move.
Yeah, then
Well, it
Then-
takes an attack, actually, but you don't have multiple because you're a wizard.
that's fine.
Okay, it's now there I go. It's gonna try and slam you, Hathor. With a natural 1, it will not manage
No.
that. So that's fine. They, funnily enough, are not hampered by being in water and so can move. This one come down here. This one's going to come up here. I don't think that one can actually get to you. It's gone. So it's just going to come. It's just going to come a little bit closer. It's going to make an acid attack on Hathor, I think. Yeah. Oh, that will hit you though.
Yep.
You take 4 acid damage.
It's an attack though. Can I use my reaction?
To
Actually adding
do shield. You don't have shield prepared.
I do.
1 second. Let me think about it. You just cast a spell on your last.
It won't help actually, so there's no point.
I'll still hit you.
Yep.
Okay, and then attack against Kitto. Slime attack against Kitto. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 3 damage. Okay. It's not choosing to grapple you. It is choosing to slam you. And then a slam attack against Nerin. 17 again. Which I presume will hit Nerin.
Yeah, hits.
4 damage. Don't know why I rolled that twice. Take 4 damage. That ends their turn. Brings to the top of the round, which is Nerin. You are no longer grappled, but you are again facing off again.
I'm gonna radiant sunbolt
Okay.
my the one in front of me, my new one that's delivered itself into my
I think
arms.
you would have to make a radiant sunbolt at advantage because it's within 5 feet of you. It's a ranged attack, right? Isn't radiant
Well, in
sunbolt?
that case, I'll do the one that's further away.
Yes, you can do that.
I'll just ignore the one that's near to me.
Okay, that's fine. Go for it. Roll to attack.
Or in fact, I'll do one of the ones that's on one of my allies
Okay.
over there. Preferably the one grappling, if I can get that one. But if I can't, I'll do the other one. Yes, rolling.
Just going to check radiant sunbolt because it may or may not be. Sunbolt 5e. Magic radiance. Yeah, it's a ranged spell attack. Yeah.
15 to hit.
That will hit. Yes. Which one are you going for?
I'm going for the one that's grappling Hathor if I can.
Yep, definitely. Roll damage.
Yep. Oh, that was a 1. Sad. 4 damage.
Cool.
Radiant, obviously.
That's your main action.
And then my bonus action, I'm using a key to do it twice more.
Go for it. Yeah.
That is 18 to hit.
Yep. Roll damage.
That is 5 radiant. And then my last one is a 21 to hit.
Definitely.
And that is, oh, this D4 is sad. That's another 4 damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this one is looking really bad.
Radiant doesn't do anything extra to it though.
It does not. Not to this
Bad.
particular form, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay. That will.
And then, yeah, I'm not going to move. Just going to hang around there.
Okay. Cacula, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my star map charges to hit the one What's the one that was looking bad? Was it grappling someone?
It's looking
Okay.
really, really bad.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that one then with a
Okay.
guiding bolt.
Roll to attack.
10?
No.
Oh, damn! What are my charges and everything? Oh, I can't even do a bonus action!
You can.
No, not a spell.
No, you can't do a spell, but
Yeah.
you cast a spell.
Yeah. Even if it's through my star map.
Doesn't matter. Still
Okay,
a spell.
fair enough. Okay, yeah, then I guess that is it.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Because my plan was like, whoa, okay, they look kind of easy to kill, so I'll just kill one and then I won't have to heal anyone because they'll be dead. But that didn't work out for me, so never
I mean,
mind.
they are easy to kill. Their AC is 12. You just rolled really
Yeah.
poorly.
I know. Roll20 hates me, I've decided.
Okay, Kitto, you're up.
So Kitto would have been going for the one on Hathor, but then get like hit in the back. So turns around with the rapier to go like stab this.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
So that's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits full damage.
And that is time for some maths. This is 16 damage.
Okay. And you got sneak attack from that because
That's
of your
including sneak attack.
fun, weird thing that you get as swash.
Yeah.
Cool. No worries. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, that will bring us to Hathor. The one on you looks really bad. And then the one on Kitto doesn't look great either.
Okay. I'm just gonna magic missile it again because I want to be sure that I hit it.
Roll magic missile.
So I'm gonna get the one on me. Is that
Okay.
enough?
I can't tell you. I need you to look first.
I have.
Yeah, no, I need you to tell me which ones you're hitting with which.
Yeah, the one on me. Sorry.
Just with one, and then the other two on the one on.
I was asking if it was dead.
That's definitely cheating on magic missile. I need you to assign
Okay.
them before I tell
Great.
you that,
I
because
didn't
otherwise magic missile becomes completely functionless.
Okay. Well, I'll use 2 on me and then 1 on the one on Kitto.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, because otherwise magic missile is just absolutely fucking broken as a spell because you can just cast it at really high levels and just split the beams until you kill what you want to kill.
Okay.
So you need to assign all of them when at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
So I know what you're. It's the same with Eldritch.
So
Like
first one mine and then the last one.
second one on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You kill the one on you. And you damage that one.
Okay. And then I'm gonna back up. Oh, let me move. There. Can I get there?
You can get one more. Yeah.
There. I'll stay there.
Okay. So we've got a singular attack on Kitto. This boy. Which will miss with a 6.
That does miss.
And then an attack on Nerin from the other boy. Oh, we'll hit with a non-natural. You take 9 damage. This boy's gonna move. And gonna make a spit attack against Cacula because Cacula is glowing and shining. $15 to hit you, Cacula. Cacula?
Niimi's nodding.
Okay, I can't see because I have the Roll20 open.
Sorry, yes, yeah. Sorry, I was eating Kiev. Yeah, just about hits.
Okay. You take 4 acid damage. That ends their turn, top of the round. Nerin.
I'm gonna taking a healing potion yourself is a bonus action, right?
It is, yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna punch the one in front of me.
Yep.
For my action. And
Yep.
then bonus action, I'm not going to punch again. I'm going to take healing potion.
Very fair.
Because
Okay.
otherwise I'm going to die.
Roll to attack.
Yeah. That is a 13 to hit.
Yeah,
That is 7 bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. And then I'm going to take my healing potion.
excellent.
2d4 plus 5,
Plus
right?
5 for you, yeah. You want the alchemist ones.
Oh, sad.
Some.
Yes, some.
8.
Just
8,
sad.
I think.
8, yes.
Okay. Which will bring us to Cacula.
Hello. Okay, so Hathor, how look?
As always.
Remember? No, I don't think I can I? Oh, I'm okay. I'll be fine.
Okay. Kitto, how look?
Fit. No, he looks fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt again then.
On what?
Through my star map again. The thing grappling Nerin.
Okay, yeah. roll to
Nerin
attack.
looks bad. I want it
There's
to
no one
die.
grappling me, though.
Yeah,
it's
24.
against-
Okay,
He's not.
never mind.
Yeah, that will hit real damage.
Yay. 11.
Okay.
Ta-da.
It wasn't damaged before. It now looks bloody, but it wasn't damaged before.
Okay,
Stop.
I'm done.
I punched it.
The end.
You
Just
did,
now.
but it wasn't damaged prior to you punching it. So it's taken a significant amount of damage this turn. But yeah, okay, that will bring us to Kitto.
I'm going to go for another attack on the one.
Yeah, that one is looking really bad.
Yeah. Which will not hit.
What did you roll?
7.
That will not hit. No.
Yes.
I do have to check because their AC is very low. So
But not quite that low.
not quite that low. Wow, you guys don't have a massive bonus currently, so you know. Okay, are you taking your bonus action or are you good there?
No.
Okay. Hathor, you're up.
I'm gonna do a scorching ray, one on each.
Okay, yeah, roll them. Hits.
Do you want me to roll damage or again?
Roll damage and tell me which one you're hitting with which.
I'll just go like from top to bottom.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll damage.
Nice.
Oh, disappointing. Okay. Next. Hits. Okay. Doesn't.
Nope. Cool.
Not bad though. Good scorching ray. Okay, now that gonna then slam Kitto again. And miss. This one is again gonna take a specific look. Cacula is shiny. And hit. With 5 acid damage. Cacula. And this one's gonna go for Nerin again.
Wait, was that on... Oh, Cacula, sorry.
Cacula. And hit again with an unnatural 20. 6 damage to Nerin. Actually, no, it's going to grapple. I lied. No damage to Nerin, but you are now grappled. Which will bring us to the top of the round. Nerin.
That's me.
Oh,
I'm gonna punch it. Because what else can I do? The one holding me, obviously.
the one grappling you. Yes, fair.
Well, that was a natural one, so
That will not hit, I'm afraid. But you still got bonus action.
yep, I'm gonna punch it again with my bonus action and hope that the dice like me a bit more. That's a 13.
That will hit.
Good. Ah. That, oh, the dice don't like me. It's a 4 damage.
Okay, it's looking really bad.
Might as well use my key and punch it again and hope that I can get rid of it.
Go for it.
Ah. I picked it up to see what it was and changed it.
Reroll it.
17.
Yeah, hits, roll damage.
I've now moved my dice tray closer. That is 4 damage.
Okay. Yep,
Again.
you destroy this one.
Oh, good. And then that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Because there's not much point moving.
that's fine. Cacula, you're up.
Okay. They're attacking me anyway, so I'm just gonna go. Wait, no, I can't even get close enough.
You can only move 15 feet currently.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, they're attacking me anyway, so I'm just gonna move closer. 15. I can't really hit them, so I guess I'm gonna cure wounds myself, and then let me check. Excuse me. Let me check the range on my 30 feet. So I'm gonna give the bonus to Nerin.
Okay.
So here's the cure wounds for me. And then D8 plus 1 for Nerin. It's on its way, so I'm just going to move everything out of the way. There you go.
Nerin
Oh,
gets
it's only 4. But 4's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm. The one that you destroyed, it is dead now.
Oh yeah, because the
You
next
should have
attack
had
roll made
advantage on
against
the
them
next
is
attack.
advantage.
Yeah, you should have had advantage on the first attack. Admittedly, you killed it, so
Still worked, but we'll
Still
remember for next time.
Yep.
Wait, what's my cure wounds now?
sad. Yeah. That will bring us to Kitto.
Another stab,
Go for it.
which is 12 to hit.
Yes, roll damage. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Leo, just roll me a 20 right now.
10.
Okay, you destroy it.
Yeah.
And
Is my 20 as a substitute attack?
Yeah. See
That was
whether
a
or not.
15.
Okay, yeah, so take your key back, because you would have destroyed it in the first.
Thank you.
and then gonna come around here.
Cool. Yep, okay.
And that's the end of them.
That will bring us to Hathor.
There is one left.
Yep. It's
So
not
I'm
looking, someone's looking
Final
fine.
zombie.
gonna firebolt it.
Okay, roll to attack.
I am doing.
Yeah, that hits the damage. Okay.
Haha.
It's going to attack you. Because I just rolled a d4 to see if it worked out what it was going to do. And it did notice that Kitto was fast, but it's going to attack Kitto. It's going to fail, which will bring us to the top of the round, Nerin.
Yeah, boy.
Punch it to death. Punch it to death.
I'm going to go over and punch it.
Go
To
for it.
death.
I mean, hopefully. But I give no guarantees. Yeah, that's an 11.
That does not hit.
Sad. That's a natural 20. for my
Hell
bonus.
yeah, that does hit.
Yay,
So roll damage and
yeah.
double it.
I'm going to roll my d4 on here because this one keeps giving me ones. Oh, well, that's at least marginally better. That's 7 damage in total.
7. Okay, yeah, it's still up.
Rude.
Well, I might as well
Mhm.
use the key then, mightn't I? Seeing as I didn't use it last time.
Yep, roll it.
Get rid of all my key.
You
That
can
is
take a short rest.
a 13 to hit.
That hits, roll damage.
All the d4s hate me. That's 4 damage.
Okay. It's very bad. Cacula, you're up.
Okay. I am gonna step forward.
Mhm.
Whack it. I'm gonna whack it.
Bonk.
Are you casting Shillelagh?
Oh, it's a cantrip. Wait, no, because is it a
And
bonus
a
action?
bonus action.
Yeah.
Then hell yeah, I'm casting Shillelagh.
It's why the spell is useful. Otherwise, it would be point.
Never mind.
Doesn't matter. Shillelagh should affect your attack bonus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Shillelagh gives you the whole point of the spell. Gives you a spell attack.
Oh, okay.
Read the spell, dear.
I thought it was just damage. Sorry. Okay.
It's the whole point of
So
Shillelagh,
yeah,
it makes spell
that gives me a +5, so that would
That
still
was-
only be 10.
That was. No, it wouldn't. It would have been.
It would be
8.
less than that, but still, not. It wouldn't hit. Is my point.
Okay.
Never mind.
Kitto, you're up. You are flanking, so you have advantage.
One last stab. That was a very bad roll. So I'm glad I have advantage. That was a natural 20.
Okay, I mean, roll damage to see how gratuitously you killed.
How
Hit
gross it
points.
is. Is it what's doubled? Is it everything?
Just your dice. But
Just
yes,
dice.
that does
Yeah, yeah,
include
yeah.
your sneak attack.
Cool. Oh, that's not the best roll to be honest, but
It's doubled, so that's fun.
yeah.
Sneak attack on a rogue on a nat 20. I'll kill you.
17.
Yeah, that's not great, actually.
I
You
didn't
are
roll
good.
that well. I rolled 2 3s and a 2,
Aw.
but
Enough to kill this guy, right?
Let's kill this guy. And everything goes quiet.
Well, if they didn't know we were here before, they definitely do now. Are you all alright? I'll still be glowing for like 3 minutes, so
It's fine.
are you sure?
are you okay? You took a pretty bad fall.
I'm fine now. The start helped me. I'm alright now, honestly.
Okay.
Should we maybe get out the water?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we should at least try.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do.
You can make your way to the end, yeah.
Okay.
It's
So like make it slightly more
wet
swimming.
and soppy and bad, but when you get to there, you can get out.
Cool. We do. Yes.
Yep.
And
Takes you a little while and it's uncomfortable, and as you all climb out, all of your clothes are wet and cold, and it's not pleasant. But you're alive, which is nice. As I
Always
say,
good.
there's this like grate set into the wall.
Now this is something I think we should definitely check for traps.
yeah,
Agreed.
Kitto would offer to do that.
Roll investigation, Kitto.
Shall.
Are you all sure, while Kitto's doing this, are you all sure you're alright? Because this is
15.
going to fade out soon. And if you need
What?
something, it's much better to have it now.
What does that do?
It just gives me a
Mechanically,
boost.
bonuses to healing.
Oh,
It means when I cast a healing spell, I can give a 1d8 plus half my druid level, so 1 at the moment, to another person within 30 feet of me, including unlimited to myself.
Depends. If we're gonna push straight on, I could probably use it, but if we're gonna take a break, there's not much point.
I'd
Right.
appreciate a break if we could, just a short one.
Let's see what's past here. Hopefully there'll be somewhere we can rest.
I mean, if this seems like it's going to be trapped, maybe resting before is better.
I don't
But did
think
you
we
roll
can
on your
rest in
investigation
here.
check, Kitto? Okay, it does appear to be locked.
I think it's locked, but that's it.
All right. Well, that kind of makes sense for a sewer, I guess. Can you crack it open?
Roll thieves' tools.
Okay, I shall. What's the bonus on that? Is it just proficiency?
It's your dex plus your proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency. An unnatural 20.
Okay, yeah, you lean down and jam your thieves' tools in to the lock and kind of twitch it ever so slightly, and then you are thrown 40 foot backwards.
Where to? Do you want me to land?
Bruh.
40
Am I
foot
rolling
backwards. Yeah,
Ow.
you don't take damage.
Ow. Fuck. Back
Actually,
in
no,
the
I lied. You
bog.
probably would take.
Kitto, are you all right?
You take 5 damage.
That's his drowning noise.
Yeah, you come back up. You take 5 damage.
What the fuck?
Are you all right? You said it wasn't trapped.
I didn't think it was.
Oh no. Oh dear. Is there anything
okay.
on the other side?
It's not open.
Okay. Well, that didn't work, did it?
Do either of you know what that? Don't you know what that could have been?
Roll Arcana if you've got it.
14.
Okay.
Me included.
Do you have proficiency in Arcana?
That's double. I was just checking that was what you were asking.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise you meant proficiency. I only have
Okay.
+3.
Hathor, you know, you recognise that spell. That's catapult.
Yay.
You reckon that probably it's a thing to oppose thieves? There's probably a way of either just unlocking the gate by just opening it and it's not actually locked, or it's possibly it like has a single charge and it will stop now, but one or the other. You're not quite sure which.
I reckon you just try it again. Try the gate. Try opening. Oh,
Right.
Try open it.
Here, I'll stand behind you this time, just in case.
That will not help. You'll just get knocked unconscious by it.
Let him do it.
That's
Let him
not
do
how
it.
the spell works at all.
Let him make his mistakes, Aleks. I know this.
Okay.
It's like a little trust fall, except you get blasted back.
Yeah,
You get
exactly.
blasted 40 foot back by a spell.
Nerin was going to try and stop Cacula, but if the DM wants Cacula to make this
Oh, it's
mistake,
fine. Cacula can make his poor decisions.
Yeah, tries to open the door.
Are you just going to open it?
You told me it was locked. Those words came out your mouth.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, then tries to open it.
Okay, roll thieves tools.
Okay. That's 16.
Yeah, that succeeds. And it doesn't throw you this time because it's a one-time roll.
Okay.
And you like jam your thing in and you click it and you realise that actually whilst it was locked, probably if you'd have just jimmied the handle it would have worked. But also I'm a
You're gonna
cruel
keep
DM
that
and it's a really funny trap. Actually, no, I lie. This isn't on me. This is on my husband. This one was Mooney's idea. There are several traps in here. Some are mine and some are his. So you know. This was
Well, thanks for the tip.
Mm.
Is Cacula still glowing?
Cacula will be about stopping glowing.
Could just before he stops glowing,
Yes.
to be like,
Would you need something? Okay, this
Well,
is going
that
to
kind
have to be
of
fast, but...
hurts. okay, thank you.
And I'll cure wound you. Yeah, you can have the cure wounds. And then, how am I doing? I could be better. But versus how is everyone else? Because I'm on 18. Is anyone else bad?
I'm
Worse
on
than
9.
that?
Yeah.
You're on
Hathor's
9? You're
Mhm.
on... And you said you were fine. I asked...
19.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
mean,
thought you said
that's half hit
9.
points.
I was like, I asked you multiple times.
Yeah, no, that's half hit points for Hathor. Hathor has 19 hit points.
Yeah, no, but I thought Astrid said 9.
Yeah,
I did-
Hathor's on 9. That's half of 19.
Wait,
Hathor's a wizard. Welcome to
Wait,
wizards.
what?
They have no hit
current
points.
HP.
Yeah, you
I
still
have 19 max hit
max
points,
hit points, and they're at 9.
and I am on
No.
9 hit points.
I thought
Okay.
you said that. I thought that you meant that you had 19 hit points,
No.
and I just
Permanently.
had missed.
No.
Yeah, welcome to wizards.
Okay, well you
They're
can have the
squishy as
extra
fuck.
bit then.
You
So
get used to it.
here's the D8.
I think that's why
Okay.
Hathor was saying we could take a short rest.
Okay,
It could be like spiky things right through.
9 hit points to Hathor and
Yeah,
6 to
and-
Kitto.
Great. Cool. Head
That gets me one
I'm
less
running
on max.
low on spells. I have 3 spell slots left.
That's why I was like, let's just take a short rest.
That will be irrelevant. They're a druid. They can't regain spell slots, you wizard, and your ability
but
to
then we
regain
could
spell
heal
No,
slots.
without
but then
using
yeah, to be
spell
fair,
But then we wouldn't
yeah.
need the healing.
Well, look,
So it
I'm
wouldn't
done.
use
You
the
made
spell
the
slots.
decisions. I'm not going to tell you when to take a short rest.
I still have a
Hathor
wild
and I
shape left.
wanted to take a short rest.
Let's
That
go.
Wild
was
shape
Hathor
resets
and
a
Nerin
short rest.
saying that.
It does? Yay!
Yes!
Good. Okay, I'll be fine then. I've got wild shape.
Okay.
I
mean, you haven't used it. So.
You have!
And we haven't
Starry
taken a
form
short
is wild
rest.
shape!
Oh, is it?
Yes.
But we haven't taken a short rest.
No.
That's the problem.
Yes.
That's why Hathor and Nerin keep saying we should take a short rest. So you don't have your wild shape back, Niimi, because we
No,
didn't.
but I have
take
two.
that.
I have two.
Spells.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's go. It doesn't matter.
Perhaps some of you need to like read your abilities.
Look, or maybe I just need to sleep, Alex. Maybe I'm really dumb, okay?
Yeah, maybe
I
you should
can't
read
read.
the spell Shillelagh
Look, maybe I
before
can't
you
read,
cast it.
Alex. You know, do you ever think of that? Discrimination.
Welcome to Druids, they're complicated. Anyway, you pass through and find yourselves in a corridor which is a little bit drier, which is nice comparative to the, very, very wet experience that you just went through. And it leads you a little bit further down, and you continue down it for a short while. It's not like completely dry. There's still like a trickle of water, but this looks a little more like a service tunnel than it does like a actual main sewer. And you continue further on.
We could probably rest here if we still need to.
If you guys want to, I was mainly doing it to just take a minute. I mean, I've healed now, so.
I mean, yeah, resting is always good for me, but I don't want to waste the time if it's not gonna,
It would be. It would be beneficial for me. Would it help anybody else?
It would help me.
How long is a short rest again, DM?
About an hour.
An hour.
Ooh, that's quite a lot of time. Well, I don't really mind. I mean, if we're having one, it's not useless to me. But if we aren't, then I'm not going to combust.
Well, let's keep going then. I mean,
All right, if you're sure.
I think it's not going to be massively helpful to anyone else. So let's keep going and see.
Okay. Yeah, you guys continue down this kind of small service tunnel for a period. Are you keeping your eye out? Are you roll perception then, my dear?
Can we all roll?
All of us?
Yeah, if you want.
Thank you.
17. I see things. I hear things.
Yeah, it's more about hearing. There's not much to see in here.
That was a 6. That was a natural 2.
14.
Okay. Second. Okay, 14, 17, 6. Okay, so Cacula, you keep your ear out. It's quiet aside from the slow drip of water, to be honest. There isn't much to be heard. It's slow and steady and quiet, and you can't really tell necessarily where certain sounds are coming from. It's quite echoey, and you also can't tell whether or not, like, there are certain clattering sounds and you're like, is that me? Is that something else? You eventually decide it's probably your own party kind of moving about, but it's not like
It's not immediately clear.
it's not immediately clear, and it kind of spooks you momentarily. You're like, ah, and then you realize that it's just like Hathor. But it's very unnerving in here because it's so quiet. Apart from the slow trickle and drip of water, but there isn't anything that catches your attention as being dangerous.
Okay.
You
Keep going then.
Okay. Takes you a little while actually, and you're trying to work out whether or not you're going further out, and then you reckon you're probably not moving away as such, but you're still probably moving deeper. And Hathor, you reckon that you remember the stuff you read about it being able to activate zombies in a very small radius, maybe a few blocks, and you think about it and you think, if somebody is doing this underground, that would be the reason that the radius is so small. Like, that will be the reason that hasn't affected more areas of the Stokes. If they're quite far underground, it would only really affect a really tiny area. And you're like, that's probably the reason that you're only getting the air effects in an extremely low light point. So it doesn't feel weird to you. You kind of think about it for a minute and you're like, well, if we're moving away, then surely it can't. And then you're like, well, no, we're probably not moving like laterally. We're probably moving down, which would make more sense. So you continue on for a little while, keeping your ears out, staying alert as much as possible. It's weirdly almost tedious and also very intense at the same time, because there's nothing attacking you, but you're really on edge all the time. But also, it's just featureless corridors. Occasionally, some have more water in than others. Don't really seem to, but you can really tell why people would get lost in here. You stick very closely to a main corridor, but there are lots of branching corridors off the sides. And not most of these ones don't look like they would be accessible aside from maybe someone Nerin's height and nobody else, so you kind of discard them very quickly, and they look like tubes rather than corridors, but it does give you this very weird, uneasy form, and you are most of the time trudging through water that's about up to your ankles. It is a very weird experience to be in the dark all the time, aside from Nerin's light, aside from Hathor's light, and constantly sort of on edge for something that doesn't appear to be coming. It's very creepy. You keep going for over an hour before anything really changes, and you find yourselves reaching what appears to be a good point in the music, apparently, a like wider opening, where the path that you're walking through, the watery path that you're walking through, splits around like a small pedestal, and that pedestal is covered in bones. Not human bones, animal bones mainly, but lots of them. Everybody roll me a fresh perception check.
Okay.
8.
Does it look like it's just a pedestal, like a functional pedestal, or does it look like a weird, like culty pedestal?
No, it doesn't look like a pedestal. It looks like a break in the river more than anything.
Okay. A functional pedestal.
Yeah.
The working man's pedestal, if you will.
Yep.
Made of animal bones.
Yeah.
It's not like it's made of animal bones. It's just got bones on it.
It's really in this season.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like a bone pedestal. It's just like a thing where there are bones on it.
You know,
Do you want
vital to every sewer is the bone pedestal.
Look at it on the fucking map. There you are. See, it's just like got bones on it.
Okay. But not these human ones.
No, not those human ones. Just animal ones. Yourselves. Here.
I vote
Where are we going?
Let me ping. Roll 20. Oh wait, I'm not on Aleks. Yeah. So that's the pedestal in the water around her. Okay. What was everyone perception checks?
13.
22.
22.
Bad.
Bad. Kitto.
10. Also bad.
10. Also bad. Yep. Cacula, you get this. Technically, there is possibly movement ahead.
I think there might be movement ahead.
Where? Down which branch?
Up there. Then I'll point which direction. I missed the ping. I'm sorry. Which
Pay
way?
attention to the roll 20. That way.
I was looking at you. Okay.
Stop looking at me.
That's gay.
This way.
Yeah, you need to put yourselves around here.
Oh no, not on the pedestal.
Not on the pedestal, unless you decided to get on the pedestal.
No.
There you go then.
Okay.
The water here is only like 5 foot deep, so you're not hampered at all.
Only 5 foot deep?
Sorry, like 5 centimeters deep.
Okay.
I was
Haven't
about to
seen Nerin in
say.
several hours.
5 foot. Nerin is
I was about to
drowning.
be like, I think you've overestimated Nerin's height, like a lot.
I'm only 5 feet.
It's like 5 centimeters. It's like lapping at your boots. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I just accepted that on face value. I was like,
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, it's
Same.
5
I was
feet.
like, sure, okay.
Like taller than Nerin is. The rest of you are like up to your neck.
Yeah.
I was going to say at any point where it gets too deep, Hathor's going to be like, piggyback.
Yeah. No, there's no point where it really gets massively deep. It's like max 2
Okay.
foot at any point. This is fine. It's like 5 centimeters.
I think we should go ahead, but as quietly as we can.
Agreed. Eyeing up the bone pedestal.
It's a bone pedestal. Okay, are you gonna try and stealth?
Yeah, can we try and like go against this wall?
Where? Yes, you can.
Cool. That then. I can't
Okay,
cast
roll.
Pass Without Traces on us anymore if we want to live.
Mm-hmm.
Roll stealth.
So make me detectable. Okay. That kind of worked. I
Mhm.
recommend you all do it.
19.
Mhm.
Nice.
Non-natural 20.
Mhm.
Nice.
16. Sorry, I was
Okay.
just...
I would love to tell you that it succeeds, but they rolled a natural 19 plus 1 on that.
Oh, rude.
I'm sorry.
Can I be wait, hang on, let me see if I actually have any attack cantrips first of all. That would help, wouldn't it?
There aren't
Oh,
many.
wait, produce flame works, but I guess you can't really do that stealthily.
You also can't see what has found you, so
It's a cantrip, so I was just gonna say I'd like to hold it. Can I hold
you
it behind
don't
my
know
back?
you failed stealth.
But I heard things ahead.
Yeah, but you don't know you failed stealthing past them, and holding it would produce flame. That's how
Okay.
it works. It's
Okay, never mind.
it's a curling flame around. And Furnace has it. It's like a curling flame around your hand, and you can hold it in your hand, and you can throw it. A functional spell. It's actually really useful. But, yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Oh, especially as we styled mine out, we reskinned mine to be like star, didn't we? So
Yeah.
never mind.
And it
Never
would
mind times 2.
produce light. Not that you're not producing light, because Hathor still has light cast.
Oh, that's why we fail. We forget that Hathor still has light cast.
Yep, Hathor's still got light up.
Can we roll to
Advantage on that
detect that we've been detected?
No, because you don't know what you're looking for.
Movement, people?
You already rolled that perception check, and they rolled natural 23 on their stealth. Natural 22 on their stealth.
Okay, in which case, off we go.
Yeah, so you move up here.
Sneaky.
You get to here, trying to sneak, trying to be nice and quiet. And Cacula, I think with your passive, I don't think anybody else has high passive.
I think Kitto's is pretty good.
What's your passive, Kitto?
14.
Okay, it's not terrible. You notice that there is something moving ahead of you, and you freeze, and it's definitely seen you, but nobody gets a surprise round because both of you, cancels out. And you kind of freeze up for a second, and you realize that it is a massive, like human-sized rat.
It is a big rat!
It
You
is a big
promised us
rat.
a big rat!
I promise you a big rat.
Yes.
And now I have 4 of them.
Friends. Oh
Roll
no,
initiative.
that's too many friends.
That's one friend each.
Oh,
Roll
true.
initiative.
We can ride them.
Oh, that was terrible. That was real sad.
They're not big enough for you to ride. Maybe Nerin, but that's about it.
Oh, 14.
6. Which is a nat 1.
18.
Oh, I'm on the front fucking layer. Roll 20, behave. At turn. At turn. Also, if anybody else notices, also Nick from Bloodborne. So me just nicking all of the low level Bloodborne stuff because I couldn't use them against my level like what so use them here. Roll initiative on the cigarettes. 7. What did you get, Kitto?
6.
Dear, you're not rolling good initiative.
That was a nat 1. That was a nat 1.
Okay, Cacula, you rolled a 14. 13 for Nerin. What did you roll?
Whoa, am I
Hathor?
first?
Say that again? 18.
No,
No,
never mind. I'm second again.
Descending. Okay, top of the round, Hathor. There
Second,
are
2.
4 rats that you can see. They are snarling and vile.
Not looking spicy. Okay. Let's chromatic orb these dudes.
Yeah, which one would you like?
Whoever looks closest.
Make a decision.
The one in the water. Let's go
Okay.
with.
Roll to attack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking hit. Roll damage.
Yeah. Roll damage.
Shit. Fuck. Yeah. What type of damage? Just out of interest.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah.
When Hathor
Describe it
says,
for me.
I've had enough of this dude, Hathor means it.
What did you say? Sorry.
Describe it for me.
Ooh, what is it? So I've got my little it's a diamond, I do believe.
It's a diamond. Yeah.
Yeah. Just pull it out of my pocket. I don't know. How does it
You
look?
kill him. So tell me what you do.
I hold it in my hand. I haven't thought about this. I'm sorry. It like spins, and then in the distance, all of a sudden, this rat just
Wilhelm screams.
Okay. I mean, it specifically says you hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy. So like, you do that.
Mhm.
And
Like dodgeball, but awful.
yeah, it's like an orb that you throw.
I've never had a how do you want to do this? So
It's not
I'm
how
like,
do you want to do this?
ever.
It's one rat.
ever?
How dare
no,
you? That
ever.
counts. That counts. Babies
doesn't.
first.
It does not
Babies
count.
first.
It does not count. It's one rat.
People are like, how do you want to kill it? And I'm like, so it dies.
Okay, well, get better at it because I'm gonna ask you every time it's actually a functional thing, and rather
You're
than
just
one
like,
rat at the
oh, I
beginning
love
of
how do you want to do this is. I'd love to be a part of one someday.
Top of the after you, Cacula, you're up.
Yeah, it's me. So I'm gonna hold my hand out and like expand it, and inside grows a little star, and then I'm gonna throw it at the rat in front of me
Okay, roll to attack.
with glee. If I can actually like find my spells, then I will do it with glee. Okay, there they are. Yay. 15.
Yeah, I'll hit. Roll damage.
6.
Okay.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yep.
Wait, hang on. What's the range on produce flame?
30 foot.
Cool. I'm gonna hop back a sec then.
Mhm.
Doop, doop. Are we still on 15 feet? No, we aren't.
No, you're not. You're fine.
Here I go. I'm going here.
Okay, Nerin, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to that one over there.
Yep.
And punch it.
Go for it.
Moving myself. Punching. That's an 11.
That does not hit.
I didn't think it would. That's a 17.
That does hit.
That is 5 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out of key.
Looking
We didn't
rough.
rest. So
Oh, well.
I'm just gonna stop there.
Okay, it's now the rat's turn. He's gonna bite you.
Good, thanks.
Because
Why would you not?
crunchy.
I'm pretty tasty.
You are.
You are
Delicious.
tasty.
Why you say you are, Niimi? Has Cacula or
You say-
Niimi bitten Nerin?
You take 1 piercing damage.
Ah,
Good boy.
One
looking really rough.
damage.
That's just cute.
Oh.
That's just a cute little nibble.
It's a little hello.
Wait, okay, can I have it roll 1d4 plus 3 rather than 1? It just wasn't rolling anything.
It just gave you one. Aside one damage at
I was like, wait a
first.
second, it has a plus 3 attack. How is it rolling 1 damage? There we go. You take 5 piercing damage.
Rude. That's not a cheeky hello anymore.
I like the one more. Please go
Yeah,
back
but
to the
apparently when
one.
I inputted these because I had to copy them out from Bloodborne, I just typed 1. So it's just
Please,
one
please go
D
back
plus
to the one.
3. It doesn't say what dice is rolling. It's just a dice
like that.
plus 3, and I'm like, okay.
That happened in my other game. We were meant to roll a 1d20 plus something to attack, but Mikey, who doesn't know how to play, just rolled a 20 plus.
This boy's gonna come for you, and this boy getting it to me. Oh yeah, you can. So these
Bro, so rude.
and this means they have advantage on their attack. They have pack.
I'm just vibing.
You are now gonna get bitted.
I'm vibing with biting.
Okay, no worries. Yep, 24 is gonna hit you.
It is, yeah.
4 piercing damage, and the second one. Roll 20. There we go, 19. Gonna hit you as well.
Yeah, that hits too.
7 piercing damage. Okay,
Cool.
it's
I'm on 8 hit points.
Rest in peace to you, which will end their turn and bring us to fucking getting the right Kitto.
Can't believe Kitto was outrun by some rats, first of all.
Yeah, I know, right?
Second of all, gonna found the Cacula Defense Squad. And,
Yeah, kill Bill Sirens.
and that's 16 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Lovely. Oh wait, no, I'll roll it with advantage, isn't it? Just roll it again, just looking at it. That wasn't a 20. That's an okay roll. 12.
Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, this rat is looking bad.
Good.
Does that end your turn, Kitto?
Yes.
Top of the round, Hathor.
I'm gonna firebolt it then if it's looking bad.
Okay, roll firebolt. That will hit. Roll damage.
Yay!
That will destroy him.
Yay!
Cacula, you're up.
Cool. Okay, so would I have like disadvantage if I cast produce flame on a rat that was like right next to me?
Yeah, it's a ranged attack.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do a cheeky shillelagh. And then I'm gonna whack him. Okay, so that would actually be
13.
8. Yeah, 13. Does that
Yeah,
hit?
roll that. Yeah.
Spicy.
As I say,
Wait, no, it's a 1d8 now. Yeah, I need to input it. I'm sorry.
input it differently when you have Shillelagh up because it does a whole different thing.
Yeah, the D8 plus your spellcasting.
It's a D8 plus your spellcasting mod, which is why you should just like input a secondary, like in Sills it's called quarterstaff, but it fucking works in caps.
Oh,
so-
fair. Okay,
Yeah,
so that
so I
is
have
4 plus 5, so 9.
Cool. It is damage.
Yay.
Nerin, you're up.
Gonna punch the one I'm punching again.
Good, it's looking real bad.
That's gonna hit. It's it's 21.
Yeah, roll damage.
That's 5 damage.
It kills it.
Oh, good.
Had 5
Can
hit
I run
points.
over
You
to a different
can,
one?
you are not hampered. Your speed is fine.
Marvelous. Gonna run over to on top of this dead one.
Yep.
Sorry, just moving myself, and then I'm gonna punch that one.
Go for it, roll to attack. That was also looking bad, actually.
15 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
That is another 5.
Okay, it's real rough, but it is now its turn. So it's going to try and bite you.
Good. I'm Clasty. Come bite me.
16 is going to
Thank
hit.
you. That is.
You take 7 piercing damage. That
Thank you.
ends its turn. Kitto, you're up.
Yes, that's me. Sorry,
It
could
is.
I have a break soon? My brain's starting to like after we stab some things. So, right, yes. Going to stab a little ugly man.
Go for it.
That's 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Well, that's it. That's
Top of the round, Hathor.
Firebolt again.
Go for it. No!
Nope.
Cacula.
Okay. It's gonna be a shillelagh smack,
Go for
except I actually input it correctly this time. But
it.
it's
That
not gonna
doesn't
hit.
hit.
Never mind.
It's its turn. It's going to try and bite Kitto.
Why is it not my turn?
Because it goes before. Oh, no, it's your turn. Oh, I lie. I can't read my own initiative order.
I
Nerin,
think
you're
we
up.
need a break. We need a break.
Yeah, we're going on break. Just kill the rat and then we're going on break.
That's a 16.
That hits. Roll
Screw,
damage.
screw our characters.
That's
We need an
7.
hour-long short rest.
It's dead. It had 2
Oh,
hit
good.
points.
Yay!
Yeah. I realised I should have rolled with advantage, but I didn't.
Du-du-du-du-du-du. Never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna
Nerin is looking very, very hurt and says, "Can we now actually
Yes,
rest for a bit?"
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Take a short
Son.
rest and we'll take
Yes.
5.
Hathor just like honking.
Hathor's like, "Oh." Okay, we'll take 5. Come back in 5, everyone, and then we'll roll your hit.
Okay, we're doing that after.
Hot.
Yeah. Go, take 5.
Okay, yes, go. Snack. I'm just going to run my plate downstairs.
Ruth, stop the recording. Ruth,
Nope.
No, record.
Oh.
Stop the recording. We don't need the recording of the break. Okay. Yep.
Roll hit dice.
Roll hit dice. Roll as many hit dice as you like. Well, you have 3, so roll 3 if you've got.
Is it
Uh,
plus con?
Push your con once.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not con on everyone, it's con on overall. And then I believe Hathor, you will regain a spell slot,
Yep.
first level. Your wild shapes reset, Cacula, and your key resets. Nerin, Kitto, you're a rogue, you don't have anything that maxes or mins.
Yeah.
You
Rest
hit
is for the
dice.
week.
We roll ones on hit dice, or is that just
You
when you
do
level
not.
up?
That's when you level up.
I'm not rolling my hit dice because there's no point.
That's fine. You don't have to roll hit dice, obviously, but you can.
I'm rolling them because I was on a ground 3.
Yeah, and I'm on 8.
Okay. Yep, you can.
Want to try and get the other 7 hit points back. Because we only get 1 hit dice back per night, right?
Yeah, you got half your hit dice back per night.
Okay. Oh, wait, half your hit dice. Wait, but that's
Which is
still
1. That's 1. You're at level 3.
I wonder if we'll have to attack. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. I don't want to be.
As I say, we're not using injury mechanics yet, so don't fear that.
Oh,
losing
great.
all your
Well,
hit
that
dice
was really useful.
means you're gonna have to take injury rolls.
Wait,
'cause I'm
hang
not
on.
that
It's
mean
plus
yet.
con, isn't it?
Plus con
Oh, I'm a
once. Plus con.
fool. Okay. That's fine. That's better. Come on, baby, don't fear the hit dice. Okay.
Okay, has everybody rolled hit dice and reset all of your things? Good. So yeah, you take a brief break in this area of the sewers, and you can't see any further down. It continues, but out of your dark vision, so you can't see anything. Nothing attacks you in the hour you sit there, but it just continues on.
Oh,
Thanks.
we've lost them.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
They've frozen.
Oh yes, we have indeed. Shall I kick them? Just in case they don't realise.
Just a mental image of like
Okay, kick them.
you just kicking them.
Hang on, everybody do it and I'll squeak.
What do I message them?
Ruth?
Okay, they know they're not there.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Well, they're gone. The embroidery's going pretty well. I'm just on the last bit of the collar now.
Oh wait, well they're gone. And I realise I can let them back in too, so I can look. We have all one.
Yay! It's looking great. Look at it. Looks so good.
I kind of wish there was something else on this side to like balance it out, but I think there will have to not be because I don't
It's
know.
looking spicy. It's looking spicy. I think if you frame it, it won't need a balance.
And framed.
Yeah, it won't need a
When
balance
you
then.
put it down, it'll look.
Oh no, they say they have a headache.
Oh, we cannot bully.
I think they were pushing up their glasses.
Maybe so.
Also bold to assume that I will ever leave any of my friends alone. If you've ever hung around me, you know I will not leave you alone.
I'm gonna find a good
We're
drink
still
here.
recording. Should we
Oh wait, yeah.
take a hot sec?
Fuck.
Especially because you've all shown your
Yeah.
Father, after all.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink. Right, okay. Anyway, so you guys roll your hit dice, and everybody reset all the things they need to reset. Short rest. That's my music. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So what would you like to do?
Keep going.
Carry on.
Okay.
Keeping an ear out.
Yeah, you head further in. It's not a massive area, and you just head just enough to see into your dark vision. Yeah, give me the reveal, please.
yeah. Also keeping ear out not to be jumped by more rats.
You do not get jumped by any more rats. You head up a little bit further, and you're greeted with a basically opaque, semi-translucent wall of like red mist.
I don't think this is supposed to be here.
Huh.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Anything about?
Can someone roll?
Can
I don't
have
know,
a
like
look.
Arcana or something?
Yeah, I want to
Try
try
Arcana.
and work out if it's magical, and if so, what kind of spell it would be.
I
would
tried
suggest
nature.
Detect magic for that.
I can sit and ritually cast detect magic. Can I not look at something and go, do I think this is magical?
Yeah, but what kind of magic you need detect magic for?
Oh,
You-
no,
It
no,
is
that was,
magical.
sorry, that wasn't what I was asking. If I knew of any kind of spell that would produce something similar.
Okay, roll Arcana.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't asking for the School of Magic. Don't worry.
You're like here. Like over here now. It's not a spell.
Mm.
There isn't a spell that could do this. Not a singular spell.
Mm.
Probably magical in some form, but it's definitely not a singular spell.
Okay.
How far have we walked just now?
About I don't know, maybe 100, 160 feet.
Okay, Kitto's gonna go back and grab one of the rat corpses and just
Okay.
throw it in and see if anything immediately happens to it.
Good
even though
idea.
they
Sails
dead.
through it.
Splash.
Sails through it.
Okay, so should I try it?
I guess so.
Hang on. No, hang on, never mind. I was going to say I could cast Identify on it, but I'd have to touch it to do that.
You do.
It's
Yeah.
not anything natural, right?
Roll nature.
Cool. People.
God no. Why would there be a natural, weird, semi-opaque mist wall in a sewer?
I don't know. Maybe it
Mushrooms are
lives
weird.
here. Yeah.
Some shit.
If it lived here, it would still be counting as magical and not. No, God no. In no way in heaven and hell.
No, and you're shamed for asking.
I could cast detect magic. It would tell us the type of magic that it was. It's definitely magical.
Would it tell us whether it would injure us or not?
No.
Well,
No, but it would be helpful. You could maybe make more of a guess from the school.
maybe we should just go for it, to be honest. I don't know if
Necromancy. It's
that's
not gonna.
true. That's true.
Kitto's gonna reach up and just like put his hand just a tiny bit.
Yeah. Your hand passes through it.
Okay. He's gonna lean in and just take a sniff.
That's weirdly irony, I guess.
Oh no, is it just a big cloud of blood? That's so creepy.
Blood cloud.
Oh no.
It's a blood cloud. I see you, DM. It's a
You
blood
take
cloud.
2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Okay, it's necrotic, I think. It hurt a little bit, but that was only a little. Maybe if we just held our breaths, we could try and move through it, unless any of you have a way we can get rid of it.
I don't think so. Not me,
I
anyway.
think holding
No.
your breath is probably the best.
Our
Although,
best
how
chance.
far does it go on?
It crosses the whole room.
I don't. Is it like? Does it fill the whole room, or is it just like a wall?
It's like a wall.
I don't think it fills the whole room, so it would only be a little. It seems more of a barrier than a.
You take a single point of necrotic damage.
Everyone.
No, Kitto.
Kitto, are you all right? I think you're bleeding from.
Wait, was that on top of the previous damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you sure you're okay?
How does he feel?
You feel like you took necrotic damage.
Maybe you should cast that Hathor just in case.
I mean, out of character, it would tell me that it's necrotic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually.
You kind of
Never
worked
mind.
out.
Never mind.
It's getting less bad, I think.
You take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no!
No, it doesn't.
Shall we maybe?
Sit
Do you
down,
think this is to
sit
do with
down.
what's in the water? Do you have your lesser restoration? Could we?
I can try, but I only have 3 spell slots left.
Well, I mean, it's better
It's-
than Kitto steadily getting more and more injured.
No, definitely. Right. Okay.
You take 1 point of necrotic damage.
Shall we perhaps go through the wall before we do that, both? Just
Sure,
in
but I
case.
can only cast it on 2 people. No, 1.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
2 people.
if we go through the wall, then at least we're ensured that you don't cast it, and then whoever
You take
Good.
4 points of necrotic damage.
That's
gets
true.
it immediately.
Just cast it on Kitto. Will work out something, I think.
Kitto, why don't you go? We'll go through the wall, all right?
How
Hold your
about I
breath.
go? I'm already poisoned or whatever.
But I can't help you if you're over the other side.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Let's go.
You walk through the
Holding
wall,
breath.
Kitto?
And me.
Everyone?
Holding
No.
our breath.
I'm not.
Just
Okay.
me and Kitto. I'm holding my breath.
Yes,
I don't
okay.
think it'll help.
No,
but I
it
am.
doesn't, and you all start taking permanent necrotic damage. You idiot.
No, just me.
Kitto's doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kitto's already getting damaged.
Yeah.
Cacula, you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Nerin, are you going?
No.
Okay.
Don't come through, don't come through. Should we just go to the other side?
You're on the
Yeah.
other side?
What do we see?
You see me opening the wrong fucking tab.
Aleks, is that you?
They're just like rifling through a book, like, ah!
Opening the wrong. Get on the right side of the wall, everyone. There we go. Go up to the wall. Use your character tokens. Be useful.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise that.
It's on the map.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay, there we go. Currently, you can't see anything, actually.
Okay, we keep going.
Okay, like, I mean, darkness, like 60-foot darkness, so you're
Even
gonna
with
have to
dark vision.
walk. Yeah, that's why you can't see anything, 'cause it's 60 foot. No, let me double check this. Okay, no, you just can't see anything right now. Not that far, you can see a door, maybe 20
Okay.
foot in front of you.
There's a door about 20 feet ahead, but I don't think you two should go through that fog.
Won't dispel the mist.
Come on, let's.
You can't cast dispel magic.
No, but you
No,
can
me
try and
neither.
investigate the mist if you'd like. Or
I
just
mean-
generally investigate.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around to see if there's anything on the walls or such and so forth.
Roll it.
Anything else about other than
Kitto,
the
you
mist?
take 3 necrotic. Cacula, you take 2 necrotic.
Can I be helping?
Yeah, roll with
please?
advantage.
Would lesser restoration help?
You don't know.
Okay.
Great, cool. Yeah, that's fine. You scour around a little bit and you see, like, scrolled into one of the walls, Hathor, is like carved into the wall. Remember, use the blood, and that's it.
Are you going to convey that?
Yeah,
It's the
There's-
information you get.
writing on the wall that says "Remember, use the blood," whatever
Wait.
that means.
Okay. I'm going to use my dagger to. Wait, do I have a dagger? I think I have a dagger.
Kitto has
Check your
daggers.
inventory.
Yeah.
You have a couple. I think you have a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, you have.
Kitto's going to, yeah, just like.
Can I
So
borrow a
you take
dagger?
2 points of necrotic damage. Cacula, you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Can I borrow a dagger, Kitto?
What are you doing?
You'll see. It'll be fine. Just trust me.
Okay, gives Kitto the dagger.
I'm going to prick one of my fingers and put it against the wall.
The wall fades.
There we are.
Okay, great.
Kitto, you take 4 points of necrotic damage. Cacula, you take 1 point of necrotic damage.
Well, that didn't help at all, did it? Right, here goes nothing, and I'll cast Lesser Restoration on Kitto.
Wait, while we're in the.
It's
The wall's
dispelled.
gone.
The wall is gone.
Oh, okay, great, cool.
Lesser restoration. Yes,
Does
this
it
technically
help?
counts as a poisoned effect. Yes.
Yay! Okay,
No,
cool.
no.
So that works there. I have a herbalism kit. Could I
You
use
can
it?
Try, yeah. Roll.
On
Your
myself.
herbalism kit. Which is
Cool.
wisdom plus proficiency.
It is indeed. I think Roll20 has a little thing that lets me click it and it'll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. It's above 10.
yay! Oh,
you
okay,
s-
cool.
You take another point of necrotic damage, but you reckon you've slowed it and stopped it.
Okay. Right, I think that's taken care of me.
You okay?
You've used 1 charge of your herbalism kit. They have 3.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I wish I'd thought of this before I used the first lot, though. But I'm glad to make sure that you're definitely going to be all right.
Thank you.
Of course. We should
What's your
go.
passive perception?
Do you
Me?
want either of you?
Everyone's.
Want
15.
Healing.
Well,
14.
I mean, I could probably do with that healing potion, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. You have it. Do you have it?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
we gave one to you, Cacula.
Yeah, you have one.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So it's
one of the,
2d4 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, healing potion.
That's 5.
Oh, that's true.
You notice Kitto and Cacula have high enough perception. Actually, no, they rolled really poorly on their stealth, so everybody notices. There's an archway ahead of you. Like the system carves and arches, and there are 3 figures that stood watching you. Have been this
Humanoid.
entire time.
Humanoid.
Figures.
Hello.
I'm getting ready to punch in case they attack us.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I mean, honestly, I would say it was interesting, but it wasn't. It was just really amusing to watch you walk through and take the damage.
Well, But you're all right now.
Oh, well, I didn't take the fucking damage. I know the wall's there.
Well, yes, I gathered that.
Sorry, who are you?
Wow, that seems like a very personal question, doesn't it?
Yes, I would really very much like it answered.
A personal answer, if
I
possible.
don't think I'll give it to you.
Right.
Right.
What are you going to do about it?
Be a bit disappointed, I
Oh,
suppose.
I'm so sorry.
No, I wasn't expecting you to be.
Are you responsible for the whole zombie poison?
Oh, God. Me? God, no. No. Not personally.
But you know who is.
Yeah.
Can I insight for seeing if this looks like someone we should just like stab in the head?
Roll insight. With disadvantage because you can't actually see them because they're like hooded.
Fair enough.
You can see their token.
Can see the posture. That is going to be not very good. That's a.
Is it the shadow on him?
No,
9.
it's just the shadow is a fun token. No, they're a humanoid. You can't tell much else about them.
Right, well, I don't really think that you or I want to necessarily get into a conversation about, culpability and passivity in damaging and injuring people right now. So I'd very much appreciate it if you just let us know, what we can expect going forward. And we just want people to stop being poisoned, to be honest. That would be quite nice. And I assume that that's not your main goal, so...
I didn't really know it was happening, to be honest. What other things to deal with?
It seems like, that's the consequence when you do massive amounts of necromantic magic under, a place where people drink from. I'd think that would be kind of obvious, but all right.
I mean, not really. It's fairly high-powered stuff, babe.
Sure, but if it's fairly high-powered, you should have done research first. Don't call me babe.
Yet again, I'm not the one in charge.
And stop acting like it, and take it to the person who is, please.
Damn it.
You think we haven't been watching you this entire time? You think we don't know you're here? You think
we did think
that we care?
We did rather think that you knew that we were here when we broke your little sigil outside. We have the entire time.
Yeah, I have. Not me personally, obviously, not in charge.
Yes, you're very up on, shirking responsibility, I've noticed. Can we either fight or you can tell us what we need to know? Because I assume that's where we're going.
What's your AC?
14.
Yeah, okay, he hits you.
I was preparing to punch as soon as
He's not close enough to you, my dear.
Can I not be preparing to run? I mean, that's why I said I was getting ready.
Yeah, but he's here and you're there. You can't run as a held action.
Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was what I was trying to say.
When you hold an action, you have to hold the singular action. You can't hold a whole turn. Okay. You have to just hold the action, I'm afraid. So you can't.
Had I known that, could I have said that I was holding my crossbow?
You can shoot. Yeah, sure. You take maths damage. You take maths damage.
Okay. Well, that's gonna hurt. Cacula is unconscious.
You take 5 damage.
Okay.
And roll initiative, I guess.
Well, I appreciate the directness of that, I guess.
Presuming that doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, I did think
14!
Is this going to add you as... Oh, yeah, it's not going to add you as the Shadows of Yharnam. Like, you're not the Shadows of Yharnam. You're just sort of... Like, I enjoyed the token art to be... Oh, why have I added Nerin twice?
We're all Nerin now.
Why have I added Nerin twice to the initiative?
We are all Nerin.
These guys are just cult. This guy is just according to my notes on here. Well, it has the stat block of a cultist. It doesn't necessarily mean he's a cultist. He's just got the stat block. What's your initiative, Kitto?
22.
Yay!
Bounce back.
Cacula?
Yeah, baby. 14.
Okay, and then initiative.
I'm gonna fucking let Cacula do the talking from now on. That was intimidating as fuck.
Unfortunately,
he's had enough of this. He's had enough of being in the sewer. He wants to go home and drink hot chocolate.
I think Cacula should multiclass into a bard just to get vicious mockery.
I can't multiclass into a bard.
Every encounter should involve the words, Should we fight, or will you just tell us what we're meant to know?
I didn't think you'd actually take me up on it, to be
You
fair.
summed up.
Can I check them to see if I can just, if they're the type that I should just stab?
I mean, I enjoyed that, but that, like, you rolled so poorly on that insight check, and I was like, we have no idea.
Yeah, that's very valid. We should all always wear hoods so no one can understand our.
All people
Yes.
ever.
We should just insight check everyone on whether or not we should stab them.
Go to Rosanna's like, you know what's gonna happen?
Insight check. There we go.
Oh,
Cool.
friends.
I told you there were 3 figures.
Yeah, well, I didn't see them exactly.
There you go. There's 3 figures. Top of the round is in fact Kitto.
Kitto is gonna swing round and stab the guy for stabbing Cacula.
Okay. Yeah.
Gonna find another D20 for two of them. Right. That is 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, I'm not second this time. That's disappointing.
Yeah, no, the reanimated guard goes before you do.
Oh, dear God.
That's it.
One moment. Right. Oh, that was a spicy roll. A 21 damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, you just straight up stab straight through his back. And he goes from looking fine to looking bloodied. However, it is now the turn of the guard. Yes, it is blue pink. That's great. So you spin round, and behind you there is this.
Sorry, could I bonus action disengage?
Yeah, where are you going?
Just like over here.
Okay.
Just to get out of the way from being in a little sandwich.
Okay. Yep. The guard's still coming after you, so people
that's
move
fine.
here.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he's this hulking great plate metal. It's not actually it's literally plate metal that is thrumming with this energy. There isn't a conscience in there. It's not a construct as such. It's we're not looking at a. We're just looking at.
Wait, Alex, you're breaking up.
Oh dear.
No, you're okay. It's just like I missed some of those words. I'm not sure how to.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not a construct. It's not like Longthorn. It's like plate armor that has been given force. It's not. It's a guard. It's not sentient, I guess. Okay, cool.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Come back. Yes, thank you. Sorry guys, I didn't expect him to actually take me up on the offer. I didn't mean to stop anyone else from getting to have a conversation with
I mean, he wasn't being very
horrible cult man.
I don't think conversation was useful, to be
No,
fair.
he wasn't being very accommodating.
He let us walk
Right.
through a wall of poison. Like, I don't think he had good intentions. I think that should have given you advantage on the insight check, to be honest.
Yes.
a reanimated guard. So
Yeah. Do you want to record again? Oh yeah, you've got it. You've got it.
Where's my character sheets? There they are. Okay. So spins up behind you, this huge, like, hulking great suit of armor kind of thing, and it's going to make 2 attacks against you. It will start with the grabbing claw.
Against Kitto or me?
Yes, against Kitto. It's not anywhere near you.
Okay.
Will
Yeah,
land.
that's gonna hit. 8 bludgeoning damage. You are also restrained,
Ow.
Rude.
He's
and it now
looking
makes the same attack with advantage because you are restrained.
exceptionally unsexy.
Yep.
Mhm.
This is where he
And
dies.
you take another 8 bludgeoning damage.
Right, that's him down to 0.
You're unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Kitto goes limp. Cacula, you're up.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Well, that changed my plan. So yeah, I'm gonna, funnily enough, yeah, Cacula just goes, Kitto! Takes chalice form again.
Yep.
With the rage of 1,000 sun in his eyes. And casts healing word. The last
roll it.
healing word plus the extra d8 and +1 is all for Kitto. Oh no, that's not much, but it's
8 total.
8 toto. 8
Okay.
toto.
Okay. Does that +1 from the druid level?
Yeah. So that's why it's 8 total instead of 7. Thanks, Leo.
Which will bring us to
Yeah, that's me done.
the cultists, or they're not actually the form. There we go. Okay, so first one's going to take an attack against you. Cacula, roll the thing.
Understandable.
Oh, why is it rolling at advantage? Shouldn't be doing that. First one is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Just about. Quite a
You
few
take
15s today.
6 slashing damage. And I go, why is this rolling at advantage? And poke it until it stops doing. Roll 20. Why is my advantage on?
Oh, because the second one wouldn't have hit me if it was just a 9.
It would have been the first attack, so it would have
Okay.
hit you with a 20.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It's only one hit. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, this one is going to move though. Yeah, he can get Hathor, so he's going to get Hathor.
Well, I know that it's not actually there for us, but it looks like there's a really giant skeleton lying across the way. Like, that's quite terrifying.
It's just the map, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, I know this, but
takes
still.
an attack on Hathor and fails. That will end their turn. Nerin, you're up.
It's me.
Yeah.
I'm
It's Nerin.
gonna go punch the one with that one. That one.
Okay. Yep. Roll to attack.
Oh no.
No.
I mean, it was an 8.
No, definitely not.
There are times when I just say no because there's no point. Bonus action hitting again,
Go for it.
and I suspect that will also be a no. It is a 13.
No.
Yep. Well,
Okay. That will bring
the
us to
dice hate me
Hathor.
this turn, so I'm not going to bother with key.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna chromatic orb the big steel guy at the
Okay,
back.
yeah. Roll it to attack.
Everyone is like,
No.
Kitto is not allowed to die. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
Yeah.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Let's do acid.
Okay. Nice. That's a lot of damage. That means
Yep.
Hell yes. Perish.
he's fine.
No.
And not resistant to acid damage or anything, so you're fine.
Okay, well that's good then.
Okay. That will bring us to Kitto. Kitto, you are currently restrained.
But
Okay.
you are alive.
Try stab.
You have disadvantage.
Wait, what else can I do?
You can
Escape.
try and break the restraining grapple, which is an acrobatics or athletic.
We'll go on. We'll try and acrobatics to
Okay.
get out of there.
Roll your acrobatics.
That is 15.
That's enough. It's a DC 12.
Okay,
You manage to escape, but that has used your attack.
cool. Can I bonus action take the healing potion?
Yes. Roll that.
Yeah, it was +3, wasn't it? +2 or +3?
It is +2 for you.
+2. Okay, cool. Yep.
2d4 +2.
2d4 +2. 6. That's great. Cool. Excellent. And that's it. That's fine.
Okay, cool. That will bring us to the reanimated guard. is going to focus on Nerin for a moment, though, because
Kitto writes.
Kitto is less important right now. Actually, it's going to take one attack against Cacula first with its automatic crossbow.
Oh, dude. It's because I glow, isn't it? Everyone's like,
Yeah,
ooh,
rolls a natural
shiny, we
one,
should
though, so
attack
it's
that.
fine.
Yay.
But then does grabbing claw on Nerin. And rolls a 20, so it does manage to get grabbing claw off. So you take 8 bludgeoning damage and you are restrained. Cacula, you're up.
Okay. So how is cultist boy looking?
That one's looking really bad.
The one who I was talking to?
Yeah, like, Kitto did a shit ton of damage to him very quickly.
Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna whack him.
Go for it.
Work. Yeah! 22.
Yes, roll damage.
Nice. That should be a d8 plus my whiz. Wait, no, that should be plus my... Oh, damn.
That is
I
a
did-
d8 plus your wisdom.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
There you go. Ta-da, 5.
Okay, cool.
I'm doing non-lethal, but I assume that doesn't kill him.
It doesn't.
Cool.
Only just there. That will end your turn.
I don't really have any more healing spells to cast, so...
It doesn't matter. You had to use bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I can say words. He's going to attack you.
Understandable?
15 will hit.
It will.
6 slashing.
Okay.
And this one's going to go for Hathor again because nobody else is there, so he can.
Not once again, I find myself on 8 hit points.
Hathor, you take 6 slashing.
Okay.
Nerin, you're up. You are restrained.
Yep. And I'm just gonna punch.
Okay, roll with disadvantage because you are restrained.
But what else can I do? That is probably not gonna hit. It's a 13.
Sorry.
Bonus action, do it again. Let's see if the roll 20 likes me more. Oh, that's better.
It won't hit.
Sad.
He's a suit of armor. He has a very high AC. For you guys,
Well,
anyway.
A 17 even.
Yeah, he's a suit of armor.
Sad.
oh, when it was at disadvantage anyway.
It was a disadvantage, yeah.
I just didn't click that.
Oh, never mind.
Oh well. I mean, they weren't good enough anyway.
Yeah.
Sad.
Okay.
Okay.
Hathor, you're up.
Good times.
Yeah, I'm gonna upcast magic missile at 2nd level.
Okay, that's 4 darts. Where are they going?
2, 3 on the guy stood next to me, and 1 on the guy stood next to Cacula.
Okay, which is the one on the right next to Cacula, the first one?
The first 3 are on the one stood next to me,
Okay, go for it.
and then the last one on the one stood next to Cacula.
Go for it, roll them.
There you go.
Okay. Guy stood next to Cacula is barely upright. Stop them now.
Kitto, top of the round. I think Aleks cut out
Top of the round,
when they
Kitto.
were saying it.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Sorry, I did not hear that. You're psychic, Niimi. It's very impressive.
It's okay.
Go for another stab on the big man.
Go for it.
Man. That's 14 to hit. That's fine.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, it is his turn. He can't grapple another person whilst he has someone, so he's going to go to shooting his crossbow. He's going to take a shot at Cacula first, and then a shot at Hathor. Fail on Cacula. Fail on Hathor.
No, but I'm gonna shield.
Okay, shield goes up. Your AC is currently what, 16?
Yeah, which makes it 16. And I get to use my thing, finally!
Yay!
Yep, shield goes up. You're currently at 16. Okay, that is his turn though. Cacula, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna whack the guy in front of me again. hopefully I hit. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Where's my thing? There we go. Hit. Yeah. I like intimidating roll.
That will hit him. Yes.
9. Non-lethal.
Unconscious. He's unconscious. I will put a thing on him so he's unconscious rather than dead.
Cool. Yeah, and then that's me done, I guess. Can't really do anything else.
Okay.
So I'm here.
Cool. This guy is going to try and hit Hathor with his increased AC.
Good luck.
I mean, it's only 16. It will still hit him. He's a wizard! 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
How does your arcane ward work with that?
It gives me. It gives
The ward
me
took
9.
that damage.
The ward took the damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gives me 9 extra hit points at this level.
It gives you 9 temp, yeah.
Yeah, and then whenever I cast an abjuration spell, it adds back on top of it. But
Okay, sure.
the only thing I have at the minute is shield because
Shield.
I'm a level 3 wizard.
Yeah, but if you didn't take the 3, the ward took it.
Yeah.
Nerin, you're up. You are still restrained.
Good. Well, I mean, what can I do really, except
You can try and
Fine.
escape
You
restraint.
can try and escape the restraint. It will take an acrobatics check.
I'll do that.
Okay,
I'm
roll
not gonna hit
acrobatics.
it anyway. Is it a disadvantage?
No, it's just acrobatics. That does
Sad.
not succeed.
Aw.
Well, bad times.
Okay. Hassel, you're up.
Yeah. The guy stood in front of me. I'm just going to firebolt him in the face.
That's a disadvantage. Go ahead.
Oh. I can. What did you say the guy in front of Cacula's looking like?
He's unconscious.
I'm drowning currently, but that's fine.
Oh no! Wait.
You're
okay.
stuck in water!
Oh, it's gonna take an action to make him not drown, though, isn't it?
Yep.
God damn it!
Live for like a few
Yeah.
rounds, a round of 6 seconds ish.
Yeah,
right?
I
but
can't
he's
do
not
any-
holding his breath actively because he's unconscious, so he's just dying.
I can't non-lethally do anything.
You can't non-lethally do a spell, no. You will kill.
Fireball. So I'm
It's
just
okay,
gonna
we've got one of them.
fireball at disadvantage him in the face because I've had enough of this place
Roll.
and these people.
Roll it. That hits.
Still hits. Damage. Have 5.
Okay, he's fine. He wasn't looking at that, so he's fine. Top of the round. Kitto,
Another stab.
go for it.
With more success. No, it was really bad, and we just carry on.
Okay. His turn. He is still grappling Nerin, so he's just gonna keep trying to shoot his crossbow. Crossbow at Cacula. No. Crossbow at Hathor. Yes, I think.
No, not with shield. Or does
Your
it
shield has
only
ended
last a
because it ends on
turn?
your turn.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
You take 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Well, the ward takes 5 piercing damage
yeah.
because the ward is remaining until it has no hit things.
And it lasts like 24 hours. Even
Yeah,
when it's got nothing.
it's a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You can only do it once, though. Okay, that's his turn. Cacula, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Produce Flame at the guy who's grappling Nerin.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, roll to attack.
Okay. Oh, let me just get the spell up. There we go. Hit.
No.
Oh, didn't work. Never mind. I have 1 spell slot left, so I'm gonna save that.
In case somebody goes down.
Yep. Never mind.
Okay,
I guess
cool.
I'm gonna stay on 8 hit points forever. And I have no hit dice left. I'm going to die.
Cultist, gonna hit Hathor.
Oh, wait. I forgot to make the guy stop drowning. Could I use a bonus action to make the guy stop drowning?
How are you doing it?
I was going to say I'm going to prop him up on the skeleton, but there's not a skeleton there.
There's not a skeleton.
And I need to move to... Well, I'm going to turn him... I'll turn him face
Take
up.
your bonus action and your movement to, like, move him. I'll say you can stop him drowning.
Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't use any of my movement or my bonus
Okay,
action, so I'm going to
I
do
will say
that.
you can do that.
I'll, like, prop him up against this wall. So now I'm over here. Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
I could have moved back. No, it's fine if I'm over here, actually.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I will say that's fine. Okay. We'll miss you with scimitar, which means it's Nerin's go.
I'm gonna give Kitto a sad, defeated look because we keep stabbing and failing to hit this guy. And then I'm gonna try and punch him again and see what
You are
happens.
still at disadvantage because you have not escaped the grapple.
Yep. But, you know, that won't hit.
Sorry.
Bonus action. Oh, that's a non-natural 20.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Yay.
Thank God. Get ready for my, like, 4 damage or something.
It's going to be 10.
Oh, 7 damage.
Nice.
That's the maximum
See?
I can do.
Positive thinking.
Yep. Okay.
Gets
Which
you
will-
everywhere.
Positive thinking, I'll use a key.
Go for it.
Positive thinking. I'm going to hit
Yeah.
again. It's
Go
going to
for it.
happen.
You
I'm
are,
not.
and you're going to get so many...
Okay.
I
No,
didn't.
did it not work?
Hathor,
Okay.
it's your go.
Obviously, there's limits, but I still think it's worth considering.
Firebolt, BB.
Again on this guy.
No, I'm gonna do it on the big shield dude
Okay, roll to attack.
because he's far away.
He is. That will hit. Roll damage.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
1. Oh boy. Top of the round. Kitto.
Again, with the... Actually, I'm going to fuck that dice. That one's been rolling terribly. Back to the ace dice, which we trust.
Yes, we trust in the
You
dice.
don't trust it. It was a 13.
No, I'm sorry.
That's fine. He's just been really ineffectual.
Reanimated
He did
guard.
just almost die, to be fair.
Oh, we
Reanimated
could
guard.
get Scar. That's the point for that.
Yeah, you will get scar for that. Reanimated guard gets bored of holding Nerin and is going to attack Kitto with the grabbing claw.
His greatest weakness.
Fail, and is going to aim a crossbow at Cacula. Also fail.
We're just not hitting anything.
No, this is why I thought
I'm
this
happy
session-
about that. I'm on 8
This
hit
is why-
points.
yeah, this is why I thought you may not get to the point where I wanted to in this session, because there's quite a lot of combat, and you know, if the dice don't roll well, you just end up not doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, with that ends the reanimated guard, which will bring us to Cacula.
Cool. I'm going to produce flame at the reanimated guard.
Go for
It's
it.
time to hurl a little star at him
Mm-hmm.
with great prejudice. Hit. Oh.
Nope.
That was the same roll I did last time.
It was, yeah. The cultist is going to try and stab Hathor again.
And fail, perhaps.
Fail.
No, it succeeds.
No, how dare he break our truce of failing mutual failure.
You take 7 slashing damage, Hathor.
Oh, so rude.
Rude.
It is now Nerin's turn. Nerin, you are no longer grappled because he let go, so you're fine to just roll without disadvantage.
That's great. I'm going to roll.
Go for it.
Nope. Nope. Good times.
Been wonderful. That's all.
Great. I'm gonna firebolt the dude who stood in front of me in the face again.
Roll with disadvantage.
Go to sleep, 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 go to sleep.
That does not hit. Top of the round, it is Kitto. Kitto, guess what? You can move and get better angles.
Wait, could I move? I thought this was like a wall.
I mean, there's like a ledge there. You might be able to get an angle.
Okay.
Roll an
in which case-
acrobatics check for me.
Okay.
We'll see.
A 13?
Yeah, that's
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, benevolent DM.
Benevolent DM, tired of this combat.
Yeah, that was a 23.
Benevolent DM,
That will
like,
hit, roll
please
damage.
actually hit the enemy.
yeah. AC of 18 on a 3rd level party. That'd be a bad idea.
16
Ooh,
damage.
it's quite a lot of damage. Yep. Cool. He's not looking good.
Good, kill him.
Reanimated guard. He is annoyed by just being stabbed in the back. He's going to try and grab you with his grabbing claw.
True friends.
He's going to hit you with his grabbing claw. Oh,
Again.
No, you take the top one, not the. I don't know why.
Okay, cool.
And then he's going to automatic crossbow. Hathor.
Kitto looks like
And-
shit again.
Hit
Fail.
me.
Does that hit you?
Yeah. Your AC's 11.
You take 2 piercing damage. Oh boy.
Nice.
Where's my grabby hand? So I can put the grabby hand on you. There's a grabby hand on you. Grabby hand. There it is. Cool. Okay. His go ended. Cacula, you're up.
Cool. Guess what we're doing again, lads? It's star time. Hit. Oh
No.
God, we're getting
Nerin.
worse.
You're up. You also have advantage because you're flanking with Kitto.
But does it count because I'm restrained?
You're still a threat.
That's very kind of you to say. Given how I've been
Don't put
rolling.
yourself
Don't
down,
do
Kitto.
16 damage.
You're still a threat.
Anybody else that would have said you weren't a threat, but you did just do 16 damage to him. So I'm like, you're a threat.
Thanks.
Is this me who has advantage?
You do have advantage on the attack.
Get hyped. I'm still not gonna hit. Yep. Not hitting.
Okay. Bonus action.
Second attack. Still not hitting.
Okay.
I didn't roll anything higher than a 10.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Perhaps try rolling on roll 20. See if it's nice for you. Hathor.
Let's firebolt again.
On this dude.
Let's do the big dude.
Go for it. That doesn't hit by
Nope.
1. I am
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Kitto!
Kitto's gonna try and escape. this.
Okay, yeah, roll athletics or acrobatics.
That was 12.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need.
And then he's going to run away. I'm gonna bonus action disengage and just like,
Come
Calm
hang with
down.
me. Oh wait, no, yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'm kind
yeah.
Cacula?
Not
You're up.
vibing.
No,
Cool.
animated guard.
Guess what I'm doing?
Wait a second, animated guard's gonna
Oh.
fire his crossbow. Oh, he hits
Who?
Hathor. 9 piercing damage to
Hathor's
Hathor.
unconscious.
Hathor's
Oh my
out.
God.
Grabbing claw on
Okay.
Nerin. No fail on the grabbing claw on Nerin. Hathor drops.
Okay. So yeah, guess what I'm using my turn to do?
Kitto's on 4 HP.
Oh my God.
No,
We're all
it's on
gonna
7.
die. We're all gonna die. Okay.
End it to go this way, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
It's okay, because it's really amusing, because all of us are just stood here and nobody's hitting anybody.
The best thing
You know
was
what?
Kitto and Nerin on either side of this guy, just like.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast
The
Healing
guys trying to
Word
hit us aren't hitting us
Yep.
either.
at 2nd level,
Yep.
because that's the only one I have left. On Hathor.
Mm-hmm. Hathor, you're on 6.
Yeah.
Yay.
And Kitto can get the extra D8. 5.
5.
Oh, that's a good point. Hathor, you dropped to 0 hit points.
Yeah, I did.
Hathor gets back up again. Astrid, would you like to describe what Hathor looked like?
Yeah, I'll describe what Hathor looks like.
Yeah, go ahead. Because you hit 0 hit points, which drops
Hathor
your
is
form.
sheet white with white hair that comes down to about his knees. And hasn't really noticed yet.
Yeah, you're to notice that you've dropped form.
He looks very similar. He's a couple of inches shorter. He's probably about 5'8" instead
Brilliant.
of 6 foot.
I love him so much. Icon.
His eyes are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they're like a grey. They're like
Yeah,
a
that's
flat,
right.
flat grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you watch
He's
this
just
Hathor
gonna
get up again, and is not the half elf that you expected at all.
Hathor.
We're still in initiative. What was
Yeah, time for that later. All I've got time for is a confused Hathor.
It's the cultist's turn. The cultist
That's
is
so
going to
spicy.
actually leave Hathor alone. Hathor, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I can do with it. Can I
You
cast?
have a
You
dagger.
have a weapon. Surely you have a weapon.
You should
Please
have a
tell
dagger.
me you have a
Wizard.
weapon.
You should have a dagger, because that's a
think
base.
Wizards come with
Wizards.
daggers.
They come with daggers.
Do I get a dagger?
It's their accessory.
What is
Yeah,
a dagger?
It's a dex or
D4,
strength.
I believe.
D4.
Okay, I'll roll a. I didn't put it in, so I'll roll a d20.
That does not hit.
No, it will not hit.
Plus your modifier, your dex.
It doesn't matter, it won't hit.
It won't hit. My dex modifier is 1.
Yeah, okay. He moves and goes over here and fails to hit Cacula with an 11, which brings us to Nerin.
Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna punch.
Go for it.
Get hyped. Oh! Natural 20.
Yes!
Yes! Roll down!
Finish him!
Double it!
Finish him!
Oh, that was a 1. So that's
Oh my god!
2 plus 3, 5.
Okay. You've still got some. He's looking bad. He's looking bad.
Good. I'm gonna do it another bonus action hit and see
Go
if
for it.
we miss again.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
I'll use a key because what else can I do? Really?
Yes,
How
that
could
hits.
this happen to me?
God. Oh, that's more. That's 7
Again, it's roll damage.
7.
Okay, you just get it. It had 7 hit points. Nerin, how do you want to do this?
Thank
I want
God.
to do it. Nerin has literally. Nerin has almost given up and is kind of just like flailing, probably punching at like completely not correct places, but because of this, manages to find a place where the armor is less solid because it's not where you expect to be punched.
Yeah, you end up catching him in the neck and just snapping, and the head just falls off.
And Nerin just looks really confused, spins around, sees person who presumably is Hathor and is even more confused.
Hathor, it's your turn.
Okay, this dude's
Erin's like,
fucking
they
alive.
made my friend. They made my friend into like a snowman.
Yeah, Hathor.
He's also not looking great, isn't this guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking firebolt him. I don't give a shit.
Go for it. He's not near you. So you've not
Yes,
got this.
normal roll.
You fail with a 7. But back up the round is our good friend. Oh,
I'm gonna back up a little bit though. I'm gonna
That's-
back it against the wall.
This is gonna run past this weird stranger.
he's just like, what?
He's like, who the fuck are you? As he runs past.
You have advantage because you are
Yes, oh
threatening
my
with-
god, I love it.
Yeah. Oh, that was 11.
You have advantage!
It was with advantage.
Oh dear. Reanimated guard is down. Cacula, you're up.
Yippee. I'm gonna do the extra special staff whack on this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably fine, but like, oh
Spicy
no, I
whack.
don't want to add another weapon. Leave me alone, roll 20.
That hits!
Yes, nat 20. Okay. Nice. Okay, 9. Wait.
Yeah, 9. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah. 1. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cacula, how do you want to do
Non-lethal.
this?
non-lethally. I'll
Okay,
just
that's
bash
fine.
him around the temple.
You bash him around the temple and he goes still. And you all take a moment. And Hathor, you look down at your hands and you're like, that's paler than usual. Fuck.
Hathor.
Shit,
recognize-
sorry.
At DM,
And
would we
Put
recognize?
it back up.
I mean, literally, Hathor just goes, shit, sorry, and then his form shifts and is
No,
right back
no.
to the half-elven form you noticed before.
It's okay. Are you alright?
I mean, other than being unconscious, yeah.
Does that-
Fine.
Happen a lot.
Oh,
Wait, do I know about
No.
changelings?
Yeah, you've met one.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wait, have I? Oh yeah.
We did meet.
Yeah, Zyra's a changeling.
Okay. It's all right if you.
I prefer it like this. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was a surprise.
I
Well, and now we have 2 unconscious cultists.
haven't. Yeah.
Right.
I don't really know what to do with them, and I don't have any healing magic left. And frankly, I would rather not waste it on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to talk to them?
I'd kind of
Got
like
a
to know
healing
what they have to
potion.
say.
I've got a.
We don't want to give them a healing
You
potion.
knocked them unconscious, they'll come round in time.
We should
You don't
probably
have to
tie
I
them
mean,
up.
it's gonna run out.
Yeah, or you could take it, Hathor.
Yes.
I could
one-
take it.
one of you
I'm gonna
it.
take that healing
You
potion.
and Kitto
You
both
do
went
that.
down. We should tie them up until we get round.
Get into this unconscious cultist and stay here on like 6 hit points.
Shit, yeah.
I will start
Well,
trying to tie up.
Yeah,
the,
you can tie them up. They're unconscious.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I will say, are we just gonna wait here for them to, come around again?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yes,
want
it's
to
not-
know what we're walking into, and I'm not doing so good, to be honest. I kind of need a break.
Sleep.
I'm completely burned out as well.
I have no idea what time of day it is. The
Me
dark
neither.
doesn't help, but
I
I'm
don't-
pretty tired.
I
I
don't
don't
really
really
want to
care
sleep
either.
without talking to them first.
Hmm.
I don't really want to sleep around them either.
We can talk to them and then deal with it.
Shall we just
Right.
sit and wait for them to come around and then
I
talk
think
to
that
them
would
and
be
then
best.
sleep?
Kitto's gonna go and just slap one on the cheek.
Yeah, you managed to rouse one of
Can you
them.
get the one that we were talking to
Are you
before?
rousing the one you were originally talking to? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hi.
Do you pull his hood back, I guess? Are
Yeah.
you looking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a human male.
Okay.
He's-
Slaps him on the cheek, stands over him, so when he wakes up, he's just like, hello.
Should have picked talking.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have helped, would it?
Well,
You're gonna talk now. Either way.
Sure.
Who are you?
Someone.
who do you work for?
People.
Give us a name.
Why?
Because
We're
otherwise...
tired. We're
Yeah.
damp. We'd like you not to drown. Wouldn't you like that?
To be honest, it's really not that bad.
What, drowning?
Have you ever
Fine.
tried?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to try again?
If you want. It's on your
Okay.
conscience, not mine,
Is that
sweetheart.
what you're doing here?
Drowning?
Trying to find ways to bring people back to life.
Oh, no. I know how to do that. I don't need to find ways how to do it.
Because I was
It's
going
not
to say
hard.
that sounds rather pointless.
I mean, if I wanted to know, I'd just go talk to the fucking necromancers. And I
Right.
can do it, so it's fine.
Oh, so there's more than one of them. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, I meant in the school, sweetheart. You know, you're a
don't-
kid from the school.
When he
Don't call
says
him-
that, Kitto's gonna, like, hit him.
Don't call him sweetheart.
Slap?
A slap. None of that.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you're kind of tied up, so I'd
I have
keep the
noticed.
endearments to a minimum.
What are you going to do about it?
Be very annoyed.
Ooh, so scary.
Look, let's try his friend and, like, goes to hit him unconscious again.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah,
goes to the
He's
other
a
friend.
dick.
Pat, 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 pat on the cheek.
Yeah, okay. This is a fairly androgynous looking.
Yeah.
As you hear him unconscious, Cacula's just like, I hate this guy.
This is
We'll try his friend.
with fairly androgynous looking gnome-ish man or woman. You're not quite sure. They come around.
Hello. My name's Kitto. What's your name?
Don't think I want to give you it, to be honest.
Yeah, we gathered that would be the answer.
Okay, what
Would
can we
you-
call you?
Fred. I don't
Hey,
care.
Fred. Right,
Really?
nice to meet
You have all of the words and names in the world at your
Cacula.
disposal, and you pick Fred.
Do
No,
you
you're
want-
right. That's not the
Do
problem
you
here.
want to know something from me, or are you going to kill me? Will you make a decision?
Information.
Yeah.
Information. Just where the fuck are we?
About, I don't know, the middle of the Lochnan Bazaar, I'd say.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Who do you work for?
Go through those doors and find out.
Oh. Is
Fred.
there anything particular we should be aware of?
Are
We'd
there
like
a
not to
lot of
die.
you?
Not really.
If we
How- Go on.
No, you
Let's
go on.
start trying to search their bodies to see
Yeah,
if they
roll
have any,
investigation for me.
healing potions or whatever.
Yeah, roll
on them.
Fit in their
Just
pockets.
while they're doing whatever they're doing. Warning, Nerin's not very good at this, but Nerin just doesn't
How many
want
more
to talk to
of
them.
them are there through there?
That depends on how many dead there are.
Right.
Why?
Well,
Yeah.
you can raise them and get them to come stab you with a stick.
No, I understand that part. We've been, counteracting that for a couple of days now, but why raise them in the first place?
They make fairly good guards.
No, that's true, but what in particular are they guarding? I feel like you know what I'm talking about here. We don't need to go through this rigmarole for you to get my point.
I don't know. Ask the boss man. You don't find anything of interest in them, Nerin, at all.
I
They don't
assume.
seem to have anything.
I hope the Fred is their actual name, and they're
Could
just like
we-
bluffing it out. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Roll insight on Fred to
Yeah,
see
roll
if he
insight.
does actually know what's going on.
Roll insight.
Ah, fuck, that's a natural one.
You have no
I
idea.
also roll insight since I'm also
insight.
partaking in this.
Yep, that's
Thank
fine.
you. Where's it gone? There it is. I have a +5. I don't know why I wasn't doing this in the first place. Well, that's only a 9, so never mind.
Yeah, you also don't know whether or not Fred is lying.
Right.
What's your sweet talking friend's name?
If he didn't give you it, I'm not gonna.
Oh, really? But he's
He's
so
a twat.
He's the dick.
Yeah, but like, not my problem.
What about the dead one?
Yes, the armor.
Which dead one?
The armor.
Oh, that's just armor. It's reanimated. Doesn't
Right.
have a soul. Doesn't have a. It's not a construct. It's not like a wolf. It's not like a construct. It's just sort of reanimated
Moving
armor.
metal.
Do you have many more of those?
Irritating.
Sorry,
Do you have
not
many more
my
of those?
spell. I'm afraid.
Why are you working down here? How did you end up here?
Some things are more important than me.
Like,
Okay.
Like what I've been trying to do with my old friend through the doorway.
which is?
So it's you
Why don't
two
you ask
running
him?
the place.
Oh God, no. He
How are
runs.
you becoming more annoying? during
Okay, so there is one person and they are male. Good. That's getting somewhere.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, I guess you guess that they are male or no?
Yes, I
Because
guess they're
I-
male. I did. I
Right.
mean,
Well, I'd like to have
Gender's a
some
bit
correct
of a
pronouns
lie.
while we're killing them, please.
they definitely use he, him.
All right, that's all right then.
To be honest, they're a bit shouty about their name. If you'd like it,
Yes, that would be good, actually. Thank
Abiel
you.
Zorans.
Abiel Zorans.
I can
That's
spell.
a mouthful.
It truly is.
And is that your boss?
Not as catchy as Fred.
No,
No,
You should
I'm
suggest a
reevaluating my
change.
stance on Fred, I have to say.
We could call him Abby for short.
That's true. I quite like that.
Yeah.
And then
If you
you
want.
could be Frabby.
Fraddy. I feel like we've gotten kind
to
of
be
off
honest,
the
I
point
don't really
here.
care what you call me, because you're either going to leave me here to die and be eaten by the sewer rats, or you're going to kill me. So I don't really have a strong opinion about it.
That's
care?
good, because
Do you-
I don't imagine you'd want to be called Frabby, but I rather like it.
Mm.
Do you care about anything aside from what's going on down here?
No. And
Right.
what's going on down here, if you've not noticed, is incredibly necromantic. It's not like death scares me either.
No, don't worry, we've noticed.
Well, there you go then. Why are you thinking that death frightens me? I'm a necromancer. It's completely natural.
When did we think that death frightened you? You're the one
Well, you
who
keep
keeps talking
threatening
about
it
death.
as though it's somehow impactful to me. It's not.
Did we threaten it?
He's becoming more of an asshole. Can we kill him?
I think we should at very least knock him out. Right, goodbye, Fred. That's not your real name.
Lovely.
Frabby.
Those are some of the most unhelpful people I've ever knocked
Such
unconscious.
dickheads.
Exceedingly obtruse.
The second
But
one seemed
also-
alright, but then as the conversation wore on, he became a lot worse.
Right.
But-
I mean, some people, they just make friends with bad, annoying people, and then they get more bad and annoying as the time goes on.
Yeah.
Not that that's our main concern here. I would really rather
As-
like to sleep before we go through whatever is happening there.
Yes, as much as I agree about them being irritating, we do need to think about whether we want to sleep here, knowing that going through that door has, Frabby's boss, whatever their name was.
Abby.
Abby. Oh, yes.
Abs.
Yeah.
Makes
Nice.
sense.
Abiel Soran.
Abby.
You can't give us a serious name like that, DM, and expect us to actually speak it seriously.
I'll find out whether or not you speak it seriously when you meet him, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
We'll all be dead, so it won't matter.
Because this is the thing that me and Mooney have been working on for a month.
So we're not going
Ooh.
through those doors, guys.
No.
Look, I think we should probably just kill them, because otherwise if we have a long rest, if we go to sleep here, then we risk them either getting out and going to tell the boss or coming after us, and that would just...
You're right. I don't know. Something about killing bound people.
We can untie them first if you like.
Thanks, Kitto.
I think when they've been this unhelpful,
True, but does being
They
unhelpful
don't
mean they
deserve
deserve to
to
die?
they've told you themselves that they don't care about dying.
I know.
They are
could
part of
wait until they're awake, untie their feet, and
What, hunt them for sport? Is that better? Where are you going with that?
just push them off into the sewers.
what they're doing, what they've willingly been doing, have killed that 12-year-old girl.
I know.
He did nothing wrong. They signed up for this, and they signed up for actions that would have that consequence.
I know.
And they've told us they don't care about dying, so we
If that
definitely don't
matters.
need to feel bad. Even if,
Right.
that doesn't matter, but even if it did, they don't care.
You're right.
I can still agree with Cacula. It feels wrong.
I've never had to do this before.
What would you do, Hathor?
I don't know.
I don't know if there's an alternative, to be honest. I've just never had to do this before.
We could gag them and just leave them. I don't know.
I don't feel very safe leaving
Still
them if they're
killing
planning on
them.
sleeping here.
No, and it's like Fred said. We either kill them outright or leave them to die at the hands of the sewer rats. I don't know which is kinder, to be honest. I think the latter rather than the former. And if we let them go, they know what they and their boss have been doing. They could do it again. If they think
Yeah.
their cause is so important, then who knows what lives they'll put at risk. It's probably for the best. I just don't like being the people who have to decide that.
Well, perhaps you could turn around and not know.
I appreciate the sentiment, but it seems rather cowardly. We should probably get this over with, right?
Kitto takes out a dagger, and then
It's a coup de grace. I'm not going to make you roll. You
Yeah,
can set that first.
Nerin is not a punch.
You
You're
can
gonna punch
slip that. Slip.
I'm going to punch him to death, yes.
I mean, you can also do that. You just have to like snap his neck.
It's been that hard for Nerin to hit things this session.
Mhm.
Nerin is going to take advantage of the fact that Nerin can punch this.
Nerin takes the neck of the human man, snaps
And
it.
misses.
And Kitto, you slit the throat of your gnomish friend, Fred.
And
Yeah,
then I'll untie them, put their hands on their chests and like lay them kind of next to each other. And I mean, I guess their eyes are already closed, but I'll just kind of stand at their feet and say, Sic itur ad astra. Thus you shall go to the stars.
Nice, but also you butchered the Latin pronunciation.
Yeah, I know, but it's not
No one
Latin.
can say Latin properly anyway.
It's not Latin. It's the ancient, mysterious language.
It's not Cortan. Cortan is not Latin.
Ancient,
Saying
mysterious
Latin
No,
right
it's
is
not.
a lie.
You said that it was when we were naming all the constellations.
No, because the constellations are named different things in different places. I said you could do it, but like that's not how, because otherwise
Because I speak Cortan.
you speak Cortan.
Oh,
Latin
okay.
would be more similar to Draconic.
Okay, never mind. I'll delete my little thingy.
You can keep it. You don't have to. You don't speak Cortan.
But I just thought it would be. It doesn't matter.
It's fun, but you don't like. The point I'm saying is you can do that in a language. That's fine, but you don't speak Cortan, so
Okay.
it is not Cortan.
Yeah, but I
you
just
are
thought it'd be
speaking.
nice if, like, him and his family had like a little like druid thing that was
Yeah,
based
that's
on.
the whole point. I'm saying continue to say it. I'm just saying that it's not Cortan because you don't
Okay.
speak it.
Well, never mind. Let's move on. We should probably go to sleep now, right?
Is there any point taking, their culty uniforms? Or whatever?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a.
I don't think there's much chance of sneaking, but
I mean, I probably could.
This feels
To be
like a
fair.
small scale kind of thing.
And
I
yet-
suppose I could, because I can look exactly like him.
That's
Yeah.
true. Undead aren't very smart, to be fair. They might not know the difference if we keep the hoods down.
although
But it
Abby
depends who
probably
we
isn't
encounter.
undead, I expect.
No, that's very true. If they are, I think we would have rather more of a problem.
Look, should we have a look at the bodies?
Sleep.
And then
Yes,
go back a couple of rooms, and then sleep.
I think that would be best.
Okay.
And even when we go back a couple of rooms, perhaps we should make sure we have solid guard.
Mm.
I don't think it's particularly safe here from
We can take
necromancers
watch.
or from rats.
We can do a watch rotation.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay. Are you taking them?
Sad,
well?
sad walking.
Kitto's gonna
Sad
take the ropes
walking.
for now, just to be
Okay.
like.
They don't look like, they're not specific. There's nothing
Yeah.
that signifies them from other robes. They're just sort of like black robes.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the idea that Cacula went to all that effort to make them like dignified, and then Nerin and Kitto are just like, now take the clothes off.
Yeah.
Let's take the clothes away.
Take their socks.
Like it's, as I say, they're just black robes. They don't have any real signifiers.
The minute Cacula turns around to go into the next room, she's like, "These are really nice socks."
Yep. Okay, so you guys head further out and find yourself a spot to take a long rest. And we'll finish the session there.
Yay!
With you.